Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Dice Fables, Tomb of Annihilation. I am Spencer, your Dungeon Master. This is session 56 of our game.
Damn.
We are slowly making our way down to the bottom of the temple, too slowly in my taste, because we have another game waiting to start. And our lovely friend, who is being held in suspense, joining me today are my lovely players. First up is a lovely player who is in alphabetical order. At the top of
Hello.
DM Mommy's Mojo Dojo Casa House and Spa. Who is first listed on the DM Mommy's Mojo Dojo Casa House and Spa?
Hello, it's me, Abby. I'm the first one listed in DM Mommy's Dojo, Mojo, Casa, House, and Spa.
Please, no. We can't start this chain. I will actually die in my own turn.
But I want to keep saying DM Mommy's Mojo Dojo, Casa, House, and Spa.
What's wrong with
Anyway,
DM
I'm
Mommy's Mojo Dojo Casa House and Spa?
I'm playing Elspeth, Storm Sorceress, Aasimar. Yeah.
Yep.
Doing good. We're gonna get in some mazes. We're gonna have an amazing time.
Yeah.
Amazing time?
Yeah.
Well,
Sorry, I just had to.
next in the Mojo Dojo, Mommy's Mojo Dojo Casa House and Spa now has been
Thank
changed
you for
to just
tuning
Spa.
to just Spawn. Thank you. That's
It's
actually
spiritually Mommy's Mojo Dojo Casa House and
It
Spa.
will always be DM Mojo's Mommy's House and Spa in my heart.
You
So
fucked it up so
next
bad.
on my list is the mommy in question. So tell us who you are, mommy, and who you're playing.
It's me. Hello, I'm Mia. I'm playing a little girl who is not a DM mommy. We are making our way down crypt, walking fast. Phases pass,
They're
and I'm
screaming.
homebound.
What's your
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Bound, actually.
Yeah. Bop. Bop.
Yep. Next
I'm
on the
having a pina
list.
colada tea. It tastes amazing.
Ooh, nice. Well, next on the list, not drinking pina colada tea in the mommy's
We can stop
DM
saying
Mommy's
it now.
Mojo Dojo
Spawn.
Casa
It's
House
just
and
the
Spa.
fucking Spawn. I swear this bit takes longer than the session
Yes.
sometimes.
Yep.
It gets funnier the longer
That's
it
the person
drags
who's
on.
muted at the moment. We need him to introduce himself and his character. It's tradition.
It's me, Riley. I'm playing Sven. Sven is a little Dragonborn and is always angry. And next campaign, I'm playing a character who's actually small and not just narratively small.
Yeah. All right. And then last but not least, always on the bottom, is our final player. Who are you?
Thank you for always pointing that out every session.
I know. It's funny. I'm sorry. You're the token straight
It's
guy. I
okay.
have to
I
make
think-
you. I have to
I think it's funny.
I have to homoerotically hit on you. It's
No,
got to happen.
it's funny.
Ryan Reynolds does it all the time, and
Mia,
he's
what
so
the fuck-
funny.
what- Mia, why do you say it like that? Why do you say it like that? Anyways, Boppity boopity, my name's Sven.
I can still barely hear him. He's so tiny.
Yeah, sorry.
Artificer. Am I quiet still?
Yeah, Yusuf, you're still pretty quiet.
Okay, let me just check my audio settings.
Maybe wrong mic or something, or it's on like -50.
Boppity boopity. Hello?
Hello.
Well, okay, no, I just tested it. It is just like...
I guess
I
you're just
just
quiet.
sound like I'm really far away.
You're a quiet
I don't
guy.
know why. Let me just...
Just a little baby man.
But in
I will
while you
go
troubleshoot,
down.
I can promise you, I won't
I think-
problematically hit on you in the future, Yusuf. I don't want to make you feel uncomfortable.
I think he was trying to threaten me, but I didn't hear him because he's a small baby man.
I'm so far away that you can't hear me. I'm like a little, like, 2-inch tall man. Just like...
You're like the "Don't talk to me or my son ever again" meme, but you're just the son.
Except I'm also the son. Let me just... Okay, 1 second.
So you're Yusuf. We love
One
you.
sec.
You play Olaf, who we're
Okay.
mixed bag on.
Is this working now? Is this better?
At least one of us loves him.
Not too much. I can turn
Hello?
up your volume on my end.
Joe...
He's
Biden-
already on max and I can almost not hear him.
Okay, 1 second. Let me just... Hello. The threshold is fucking awful now.
Have you put the little input volume on max?
Are you on the right mic?
I'm on the right mic.
If you try turning it off and on again,
Maybe. Did I click on a button on this that it
You're
just
loud.
made me
That is way louder. What the fuck?
You're back.
Okay, so okay, is this better?
Yeah.
Put
A
me
bit
on
louder,
100%.
please.
1 second. Can you put me on 100% everyone, and then we can just
Oh, heck
equalize
yeah.
me?
Give me a moment.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so is this quiet?
It is okay. I would
Yeah.
prefer it a tiny bit louder.
How about now? Better?
This is fine.
Yeah.
I will
Okay,
just put it
I
like
just
100%.
realized I don't use my mic often, like, in terms of changing its settings. I realized that the mic itself has its own, like, input volume buttons.
Oh,
Oh,
And
it is
I-
like one of the
and it
little
was
sliders.
turned,
It's like on the side.
It was turned away from me, so I didn't realize it. So every time I adjusted my mic, I must have been just fucking with my input volume.
Oh, well, there we go. Problem solved.
I know.
That's good
You
to
old
know.
people don't know how tech works. It's fine.
Now,
Fuck me up!
listen.
I'm the oldest person who haven't had to say that.
Yeah. Human beings can only produce one generation at a time that can manage technology. That was millennials, I'm sorry.
No.
Not
You
me.
got your smartphones. It's fine.
I missed that because I was raised in an evangelical cult. But moving on. You're in a dungeon. The Chamber of Horrors. Level 4
Oh, yeah.
of the Doom of the
Horror.
Nine Gods. You have just received Unk's trickster spirit, which has jumped into the head of Moxana.
I'm sorry.
Rendering her...
Unk just reminded me of TikTok terms. I'm so sorry.
Moxana has been possessed by the
status
full
reached.
power of the TikTok app. She is now completely useless and incapable of making her own decisions. Just like
Okay.
what
Yeah,
happened.
right.
Subway
She's really
surfers to
fucking
make her pay attention to the plan.
Honestly, the TikTok analogy was on point. You got
What the
robe
fuck is this
scintillating
black,
colors.
like, rectangle you have?
I don't know if anybody has put on the robe of scintillating colors. What's the thing there? That black rectangle is a illusory floor. You know it's there, which is why it's outlined. But
Oh,
if
I was
you're-
referring to her having a
He was
smartphone
making a
with
phone
TikTok.
Oh.
No, so I distinctly remember you trying to kill me with that fucking trap. So
Several
I would
times,
never
yes.
forget that.
Yeah. I was really nice to you, and I had Lucia step on the invisible key. Otherwise, you would have definitely been aged 10 years up by the clock. So, anyway, where do you guys want to go for next?
I guess we have to go to the maze, but that was
The
where
maze
the
with the black opal from the black opal crown.
yeah.
So that's probably down this way, where the boat.
I mean, yeah, the
actually
way
heads around
we
stores.
where we haven't seen the room yet.
Yeah, bottom right of the of this floor of the dungeon.
It does look like both of those doors connect to the same room. And besides that, we have the weird face here,
Yeah,
where I'm not too keen to go into. I already went into the first scary face we had, and I almost died. So, pardon, Chloe almost died.
These two pathways have slabs in front of them that have stylish paintings of what are probably Bodaks, with their hands raised saying, "Don't come in here." And then down this way, there's a grinning devil face at the end of a hallway, and you can see lights shining from inside.
Let's see, just in case, what was the fourth warning? Dash to fire dino drone. I don't think we have had that one.
No, we have
Precious
not.
air and falling sand. Don't think we had that one. The army sleeps in silence. The mirror holds 12. Find the iron scepter's twin. The mace holds the key. So we got the last two with the scepter and the mace. I don't think we got the other four,
No.
which makes me a bit worried because that is 4 out of 6 left, and it looks like we have explored most of the rooms that we know exist.
Yeah.
Also, by the way, for this session, I am not being the goddamn, like, poke pig. I'm not going in the trap this time.
Good.
Had enough.
Fair enough.
It didn't work out that well the last 2 times.
I think it's Sven's turn.
I forgot what this thing was. Was it a mirror?
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. That is another thing down here. Olaf spotted a very tall, glowy mirror down here. There was a face over here that had lights flickering from inside. You did not see a room beyond. It seemed to be some sort of illusory thing. And then, of course, the slabs. There's also a bunch of gargoyles on top of coin slot pedestals. in the central chamber, above a large shaft that descends into the earth.
Shaft with Samuel L. Jackson?
No, more
So-
like if you want to dive into the urethra of this dungeon, that's where it is.
So this one might be the mirror one with the mirror holds 12, potentially.
Yeah.
And the other 3 all sound like do this or die, which might all be in the maze.
Oh, wait, no, we've not got 4, we've got 3. There's a comma on the first line, not a full stop. So that the first 2 lines are one hint.
Death to fire, dino, drone, precious sand, falling sand. Oh, okay. So that might be stuff in the maze, maybe, or the maze says the army sleeps in silence. The maze feels like the kind of thing where you get lost on like dead ends, and then there's something that you have to do to not die. Maybe?
Yeah.
I don't know. It makes more sense than the mirror. I mean, the mirror is likely that one.
Yeah.
And then this one's either the army or the thing that doesn't really make sense yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we
So-
want to just randomly decide where we go first then?
The maze with the Bodaks really scare me, to be honest, because I believe they had a really scary effect they could do to us.
They
Yeah,
can
but
instantly kill you,
but-
like banshees.
The maze also has the biggest reward.
It has a black opal, which we don't
Yeah.
really know what it does besides that it is a symbol of rulers.
Legendary item, symbol of rulership. Key to unleashing the eldritch monstrosity known as Dendar the Night Serpent. Allegedly.
Where was the skull chalice? Did we find out where that was?
Lower down. You don't have any specific
Lower
hints,
down.
but that would be on a different
You
level
know,
than this
I
one.
thought we found out that it was in like a water-laden level.
Yeah.
Or am I mistaken?
That-
Yeah,
is
the
correct.
last one we know is water.
Okay. Why don't we just head? I think the maze is a good first bet. If it's got the high, I am currently full health with a decent number of spell slots, so I think if we take the hardest one first,
Fair
that's
enough.
probably a good idea.
Let me just check. I think I'm also pretty much recharged.
Question,
The
did
only-
we long rest any time recently?
I don't think so.
no.
I'm
No.
spell slot
Because
like
I'm full HP and full hit dice, but I still have the hit point reduction from being bad touched ages
Yeah,
ago.
no, we've not.
I think I
long
just
rested in a while.
I think I just never got hit
No,
or managed to heal from some other things.
because I don't think the skeleton minotaurs hit you, and there's no way the zombie could have hit you. And,
I know I think one of the skeletons hit me, and I took like a very small amount of damage from that because I could reflect the blow, but not 100%.
that's right, because it's deflect attacks now.
So
One
I
of the
healed from something.
Rare good
But I
changes.
do
in
not
2024. So yes, Abby, Elspeth, and Nare enter this hallway, and you can see off to your right there is that dimly lit mirror, and you can just vaguely see your shapes, almost funhouse style. It looks like you're surrounded by fog. When you glance down that direction, you see your tiny little face peering back at you, and looming large behind you, as if amplified by the distance. The optics don't quite make sense. That looming figure of the Bodak painting is reflected behind you, as if it's going to grab your head with its hand.
Well, one sec. I'll close my window.
That was one motorcycle for sure.
Vroom vroom.
Sorry about that. I guess we have to get in there eventually. We're not going to find out much more about this place, I don't think.
So, Abby, I'm going to need you, as you approach the mirror and your figure becomes more distinct, I need you to give me a charisma saving throw.
Oh, I'm good at those. Though. Dice.
Don't
please be
say
nice.
that.
23.
Never mind.
Okay. Nare is coming up behind you, though, and she is approaching as well, so I need her to make one as well. She's also a warlock,
She's also
so
good at those.
she should be decent.
Yeah, she's got a +7. 15.
She succeeds by the skin of her teeth. Yeah. You're not aware that anything happened. You're approaching this mirror.
Oh.
You're coming into resolution in the mirror. You seem to just be yourselves. It's a weird place for a mirror to be. The room is completely unadorned, otherwise covered in dust and cobwebs. Yeah. It's just a
Which
giant
is
mirror.
weird because the keepers of the tomb usually keep it clean, right?
Yeah.
But this
Meaning
one,
they have a reason
this
not to
level
get
seems
close.
to be in disrepair in general. If you look at like the cracks here and the like random debris and the spiderwebs.
Well, that's the very
I don't-
bottom of the pit. That doesn't reflect the rest of it. I mean, this area, yeah, there are cracks and stuff, but I feel like it might just be that this level is more dangerous. This area is definitely well maintained, I think. I mean, could we make a check, maybe some kind of like
Cleanliness
recollection?
check.
Like to check, like, does it look like maybe an investigation?
A
Does it look
knowledge
like this is less
engineering.
maintained?
It's like an insight, I would
Yeah.
think.
Insight, yeah.
Yeah. I'll let
Would that
you
be
make
a
an
valid
insight for
check?
sure. I think intelligence
7,
and insight
so
is
that's
justified
great.
as well, if you want to use your intelligence modifier.
I'm gonna inside this 27 natural 20.
There you go.
Yeah, with my intelligence modifier, that would become the 4 minus 1, so it would just be. It would actually just be 12
An 8.
plus 7.
Okay.
Am I stupid? Am I oopid?
So you
It's 4 plus 4 minus 1. But it'd
I
be
think
4
Mia
plus
got
4
a
plus 4.
27, so
Yeah,
it
Mia
probably
got
doesn't
So
matter.
Mia's got it. I just wanted. I'm just oopid, and I like clarifying.
So Olaf is looking around, but you catch it immediately, Lucia. This has very clearly not been maintained. That would could imply a number of things. For instance, you know that the fake tomb upstairs they didn't bother maintaining because anything in there gets erased by that area. Probably a similar thing here. This hallway and area probably isn't bothered to be maintained because whatever traps or creatures live in this area probably do the cleaning for the dungeon. So they don't need to bother sending tomb doors down here to clean it up.
We also know this level doesn't have a guardian like the others,
Yeah. I mean, the first
so
floor
that
didn't.
might also be related.
The first floor didn't either.
Yeah, because that's the entrance. It makes sense.
So yeah, Elspeth and Nari aren't aware that anything has happened. You see that the mirror is still hanging there. How large is it?
I would call it yes. I got a kind of weird feeling about this because if they don't bother cleaning up that adventurers down here, then there's something that gets rid of the adventurers. So maybe that mirror is something that traps you in like mirror world, like with the mirror tomb that we had in the other level.
Well, the maze is the maze not through the mirror?
You're gonna have to get a bit closer. Like I said, you're not fully resolved in the mirror itself yet. By the way, it is 4 feet tall, about 3 feet across. It is framed in fake gold. You can see that some of it is flaking off, so it's very clearly gold plated. There's two green gemstones, one in the middle at the top, one in the middle at the bottom. And like I said, there's a hazy thing. There's something weird about this mirror in that you can see yourself, but you're not as clear as the painting of a Bodak at the end of the hallway behind you. So something weird is going on. You are increasing in resolution as you approach the mirror, though.
I'll say that painting of so is the Bodak just in the mirror or is it physically in the room with us as well?
It is not physically there. So the stone slab at the other end of this hallway, way behind you,
Yeah.
there is a painting on it of a Bodak, and I can share the description of that again.
But they can see the reflection of that painting in the mirror, even though
Yes.
they are in the hallway blocking it.
Yes, you are more blurry despite being closer to the mirror and occluding it. You can see it's looming large behind you.
I'll say there's something weird about that painting. Maybe we can cover it up or something?
If you want to give me a perception check, Nari can as well.
Yeah? We're so good at those, guys.
That's
19.
Yeah, you are.
21. Yeah, we are good at those.
We
So
take
that,
those.
that figure is looming large behind you. As you're looking back and forth, you notice some differences. The Bodak that is being reflected in the mirror isn't quite the same. The Bodak depiction itself with a big hand in front of it is still there. But you could faintly see what is causing the blurring effect to you in the foreground. As you and Nare's reflections move about the mirror surface, you could see that there's like what look like shadowy faces that are sort of moving out of the way to make yourself more visible But it's almost like there's other faces in there that are semi-visible, that are trying to get out of the way, and they're occluding your reflection, whereas that reflection at the other end of the hallway is not being affected.
Yeah. 12 faces, maybe? Can you make out a number?
I don't think you can pin down a number exactly, based on the description I'm reading here.
I'll say to Lucia and Olaf, I think there might be some people in the mirror or something. Okay, maybe we do go somewhere else first.
Yeah.
Something quite creepy.
People being trapped in the mirror sounds like I called it.
I think with a 19 and 21, you'd guesstimate the thing's probably like 50 pounds. It's about half your weight, Elspeth. It doesn't seem particularly sturdy. It looks pretty fragile.
Okay. I do have Shigambit. No, I forget the name of the frog.
You're strong as hell.
Kabuzin. I do have the Kabuzin in my head who is telling me to be reckless. So I'm going to arc bolt the mirror.
Absolutely. Roll that damage. Or roll that attack roll and then roll the damage.
My.
20.
Ooh.
So, 32.
My lord.
Holy.
It's so on point for Elspeth to be like, you know what, I will just shoot it.
Yeah, so please click on your tokens and roll initiative.
It was actually an even better fit for you than the other one.
Another nat 20.
Riley, you can place yourself wherever you'd like
You're
to.
doing great, honey!
So a lot of things happened real quick.
I love how you said, you told me it was like delicate, and I was like, oh my god, that guy's 100% wants me to break the mirror so we can fight something. And I was right.
I mean, not necessarily. I was giving you the ability, the option to. I was taunting you.
You knew I would take it, though.
Yes, I do know you and your character. So these things suddenly appear in the room. I'm not going to move them there because there's too many tokens. So the mirror detonates.
1, 2, 3,
as soon as the
4,
lightning
5,
bolt hits
6,
it.
7, 8, 9. Oh, not 12.
You see there's a Chultan commoner. Looks like a merchant, but he's pretty scrawny, like he's been starving for a while, so his clothes are really loose-fitting and his chains sort of are dangling loosely. That's this fellow. You wouldn't see this one. There's a minotaur that suddenly pops out. There's a troll that pops out as well. The troll is gibbering and talking to itself in Giant. Do any of you speak Giant?
I do speak
Olaf
Giant.
does.
I think I might.
All right. Those of you that can...
Yes, I do.
Those of you that understand Giant, it's saying to itself over and over again, it's saying, must get the ticks out, must get the ticks out, can't find anything to do, what do we do now that we're gone? Very clearly this troll is gone, raving mad.
Cocoa bananas?
Cocoa bananas. There's also a drow. There is a... that's where he is. Where is the token? Oh. So this is more complicated than I thought. I thought this would be faster to run. So there's a big explosion of stuff, and they're all going to start attacking each other at once.
Okay.
The Kun and Zal attack the gargoyle. So the Minotaur and the... there's a Chultan warrior who looks like she's wearing a suit of scorpion, an armor. Scorpion has a suit of armor. They, the lady in scorpion armor and the Minotaur immediately jump onto the stone gargoyle that has 4 arms. It looks vaguely familiar. They begin attacking it, as if they were fighting it previously. There's a Sturge that attacks the merchant, latches onto him. So that is going on.
This is so fucking chaotic.
Yes.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
It's like, what if we just leave, guys?
This is
It
all
might resolve itself.
in a 15-foot square as well. So, There's a familiar figure that drops into a lot of this too. This isn't the custom token I made for him, but you see Biff Longsteel appears in here as well. He is the person that Elspeth and Hope went to school with. He sees all of this shit going down and he wants to get the fuck out of here. You can see he doesn't have his weapons on him. He's just wearing a suit of chain, and he is going to try to run as things kick off. And the drow... Okay, yeah, the drow is going to look to you guys, seeing all this chaos going on, and is going to say, "Who the hell are you?" As the initiative kicks off.
We're the last hope. We just got you out of there.
Well, help us destroy the monsters then, and we'll find a way out of here. So he turns around, so he will help you guys in this initiative. That is what
Nice.
the sheet says to do. Actually, you know what? Fuck this character. Too many people. Oh. Biff looks to you guys, and he says, Elspeth? Elspeth, is that you? Holy shit!
Yes.
Then he says the same thing. But this just happened.
Get away from the troll.
No, I got this. You got a weapon?
I'll hand him the metal club that Olaf made for me.
Nice.
Aww.
It was only a crude thing so I could deal fire damage against the beholder.
So that's just a non-magical club, right?
Yeah, just a regular club.
Nice.
I mean, I could. I think I still have the fiery great axe.
Oh.
Jack Black. It's Jack Black.
Ooh.
God damn it. This token isn't set up either. Welcome to Dice Fables Tomb of Annihilation, where I do everything bad. Everything poorly.
No, shut up.
We play
Jack
roll
Black,
20.
you play Jones
We play
now.
roll 20.
Shut up and stop being mean to yourself.
No!
Or I'll
never.
be mean to you.
I think he's in hide, actually. Biff. Yes, he's wearing hide armor, and he has a fancy cloak wrapped around his shoulders that is a light blue, and has some fur on it as well.
It is hard to see, but there's a cat.
So he has a club, which is a d6. Club. 5 feet. Plus 6. So 1d6. To bludgeoning. Boom. 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 So Biff joins the initiative tracker. So the only people that you have to deal with, because the rest are going to resolve themselves, unless you want to help anybody in particular.
Is the drow still like a thing? Like, can we talk to them afterwards?
No, I'm getting rid of it. There's too many people. I'm not even going to bother with it. We'll say the drow, as it comes out, the drow is the troll bites the drow's head off, and then the troll turns to fight you.
Nice.
That's rude as fuck, actually.
Yeah, fuck the drow.
This troll is so rude. Not
He's so
fit for high
troll.
society.
Haba. Okay. So now that I have that all sorted out, I read this, but clearly I did not absorb what it all meant. So Biff says that thing to you, Elspeth.
Yeah.
You can toss the weapon to Biff as a free action. However, a creature that you cannot see goes first in the initiative.
Oh no.
The Bodek.
Let's see.
The Bodek.
So
Bodek and invisible.
It's invisible stalker.
you
No.
watch as Biff grabs this metal club out of the air and immediately gets pummeled from behind by something invisible. Which I'll roll right now. Boom, boom.
Invisible enemies, but we had that on the last
Both
one
of those
already.
hit. You watch as he takes 20 bludgeoning to the back of the head, and he turns around screaming. He does not seem cut out for adventuring life, honestly.
Yeah.
With a slam and a slam, that invisible creature's turn passes, and it is Abby's turn as Elspeth, Amirasdottir.
Okay. I'm gonna take a step forward.
Okay, very good.
I don't bump into anything.
You do not, no.
And I'm going to reach out in the space where whatever hit Biff was and try and shock and grasp it.
Okay, you want to designate which one of those it is?
The one right in front of me.
All right, roll your attack. It's disadvantage.
Yep. 15.
You don't seem to hit.
Damn.
You also don't run into anything either. You swipe forward and you don't hit anything.
I'm going to back it up so Olaf can get in.
Very good. No opportunity attacks. You suspect that you were not within the range of whatever it was.
Yeah. And I will quicken an arc bolt to hit the troll.
Very good. You could fire an arc bolt.
That is a nat 20 because it's not with disadvantage.
Oh, yeah.
How many nat 20s from me? What the fuck?
Jesus. All right. So you shoot a lightning bolt at the troll.
So that is 14 damage.
14 damage. You zap
Max Sanray will then Eldritch Blast the troll twice.
Nice. The 20 will hit the troll. For 6 force.
6 force.
Very good.
And she will back as well.
Very good.
And I'll say to Olaf and everyone else, do you think we should help with that gargoyle? They look pretty strong, the ones that are fighting it.
I don't know. I'm kind of track of everything, and it's not really happening for me. Is there something invisible?
There is something.
Yeah, something just hit Beth.
As you pass this information along, the troll is going to surge forward. It is still gibbering nonsense with its madness, and it is going to attack the first person within range, which is going to unfortunately be Biff. Also, the troll has not suffered fire, so it recovers 10 hit points, of course. Those wounds close, and it is going to lay into Biff with 3 attacks. We get 2 claw attacks and a bite attack on Biff. 9 slashing as one of them connects. It's going to follow up by trying to bite him on the shoulder for 10 piercing.
I feel like he is not going to be there for much longer.
But that is the troll's turn. The troll can't really do too much at the moment because he's a bit cornered. There's also gargoyles and a minotaur and a scorpion lady fighting behind him. You watch as the merchant that the Sturge latched onto just withers away and dies. The Sturge quite happily will climb inside of his body in a very disgusting way. So they are not a thing to worry about anymore. They would follow them in initiative. So, Sven, shit's going down real fast. What do you want to do?
I could see that. Well, I'm just gonna, I guess, run. I guess that's as close as I can get, given I have to run through people's spaces.
Yeah. So you
I'll
can
just
see
throw a
chaos.
javelin at the biggest thing.
Gotcha. That's probably going to be the troll.
Sure. Javelin at troll.
Javelin at troll. Go for it.
Ah.
That'll
That's
hit.
a dirty 20. 7 piercing damage.
Piercing. Troll takes a javelin to the shoulder, keeps on screeching in giant.
And throws again and misses.
Sadly, yes. The troll has
And the
part of the skin.
snakes stay at the back.
Very nice. Lucia, you can see that there's some chaos going on up ahead.
Mm-hmm. How high are the ceilings here?
So in the hallway, it's 10 feet, so it's just enough that if you wanted to leap over somebody's head, you might be able to do it. The room in here is a square, so it's 15 feet high in this chamber.
If you're telling me that it might work, I would like to do the monk bullshit of running on the walls.
You could
Well, I
absolutely
guess
do
in
that
this
in
case
the hallway.
it'd be more jumping left and right above people's heads.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which should work because I'm very small.
You could sandfish your way through the hallway here, using your
So that would be
wall run ability.
15, 20...
So you can land in
30.
any of the free spaces that you can see on the map. The other 3 are in there, but we won't count them for the purposes of the space, because I think this is meant to be done Theater of the Mind and not with the battle map. That's on my...
On here? I'm gonna pull my rapier, which I have not used yet.
Alright.
Is the light by default on state or by default off state? I think it's by default off, right?
Yeah.
I would like to use the bonus action to make that on.
Alright.
It would have to be off anyways because I threw a javelin. So I wouldn't. I threw javelins, so I wouldn't have had the sword in my hand.
No, I don't mean your light. My rapier also has light.
Yeah. Lucia has a moonlight sword, not the great sword. But
I want it on
You're
for
correct,
thematic.
Riley.
And then I'm gonna smack the troll twice.
Absolutely.
Smack, smack. Oh my. That's a good first attack with the new
I
weapon.
think yeah. So with a crit and a very high
I like
roll,
the crit more. The same damage basically as the normal attack.
that's 25 piercing, which does not trigger the Los and Limbs ability, because it's not slashing. But you do jab into the troll. It squirms, its hair seems to take on a life of its own. These nasty, gnarly dreadlocks move on their own and reach towards you. Anything else?
There was movement, bonus action, and action, so that's my turn for now.
Yeah, what's your passive perception?
21.
21. You can feel there's a figure in the square next to you.
Can I call out to the people that's there?
You can absolutely do so, yes.
Invisible guy on my left.
Biff finally gets to go. So he's going to use his second wind. Getting 12
You might
hit
want to
points
get out of here. It seems to be a bit too much for you.
He nods and he says, "Yeah, that's a good point. I always wanted to be an adventurer, but I never should have listened to them." He is going to raise that club above his head, and he's going to attack the troll. No, you know what? I'm going to give him a wisdom check.
I think he is more the, oh
See
fuck,
if
I'm
he's
about to die
actually
kind of coward
disengaged.
person.
Yeah, we'll give him a morale check. Do you want it to be above a 10 or below a 10 that he stays and fights?
Above a 10 he stays.
That is a 19, a 17
I
without the
wanted him to
modifier.
leave, honestly.
So he stays and fights. So yeah, he looks down the hallway and he sees that Elspeth is there, and you hear him mutter under his breath to himself, Lucia. He says, "Oh, I can do it. I can impress her. She'll notice me if I can."
Oh no,
kill her."
he has a crash.
So he raised the club above his
He's
head,
gonna tell him.
and he makes 2 attacks. A club and a club. Oh, with a 23, he hits with his second attack for 6 bludgeoning on the troll. Bonks it in the head. The troll just looks down at him, grins a wide set of gnarly teeth, and Biff just sort of withers in his space. Olaf.
Okay. So, did Lucia sort of indicate where this invisible thing was?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is the space
Where
to
left
the
of me?
left.
What level is Fairy Fire?
Please don't hit me with it. Thank you.
It is a level 1 spell.
Take 2 levels
Wait,
of
what?
sorcerer.
Terrifying is one of the best level 1 spells there is. Especially at higher
Yeah.
levels. It's really
I'm
good.
thinking I could probably hit this gargoyle and this troll. I'm thinking with Fairy Fire.
I think you can, since I think everyone was technically in this 15 feet square thing, right?
Yeah. Yes. For the purposes
you could hit
of,
everyone besides us easily.
for the purposes
Would you
of
be
this
okay with-
combat, the 3 of them, they are going to be fighting each other, and each round their hit points will tick down. And I have a list of who will win if nobody intervenes.
If they have Fairy Fire affecting their enemy,
I'll just
would
have
it
it
be
work faster.
beneficial?
Because they'll all get an advantage on each other. The Minotaur and the Scorpion Lady seem to be helping each other.
Oh, fuck. Sorry, I'm just trying to get my shoes off. I will cast Fairy
Okay,
Fire.
lady sounds cool as fuck,
Very
by the way.
nice. Yes.
So Olaf turns the
I shouldn't
corner
have
and
tempted you to break the mirror.
throws...
This made this so much more complicated.
Olaf turns the corner and fastball specials a iron grenade,
Nice.
casts Fairy Fire.
What is your DC?
It'd be DC... Let me just check, because it would have changed, because I'm now I'm DC 16.
Okay. So the troll succeeds.
That sucks.
The lady failed.
Does anyone want to silvery barbs that?
Oh, yeah. Or do you want to... Yeah.
Is it worth it? Because, like, it's a big thing already.
True.
Yeah, I guess.
No, the important thing here is the invisible creature. That's the one that really matters.
Yeah.
Dex save
True.
of the Minotaur. Minotaur succeeds. Alright. Troll succeeded.
I'll mark that spell off my sheet.
Alright. And then the invisible creature. Let's get a dex save. That is a critical success! For a total of 24.
Someone
now,
silvery barbs the unseen creature?
You have to be able to see the
Not a
creature.
can't say it.
I know, that's why I said unseen. I'm
Sadly,
being
yes.
shitty.
So it does not seem to highlight that creature in that area. Biff needs to make one as well. Oh, that should be +1. So he succeeds. He succeeds, so he isn't becoming engulfed in color. And then you excluded Lucia from that, or does Lucia need to roll as well?
I excluded Lucia if I could.
Okay. Perfect. The Sturge is technically still here, but it's got 2 hit points and is very full and not bothering to fight, but we'll see.
Okay.
Sturge is fine.
And then
Sturge
I
is
will
not
just press forward so I'm behind child of mine.
Exactly. Wonderful. Top of the round. More fighting is going on over here. You see the gargoyle is being torn apart. And the Minotaur and the Scorpion Lady are taking some damage as well. The creature that you cannot see has a 23 on its initiative. So it is going to turn to Lucia now and is going to attempt to attack Lucia. Still invisible, so it has advantage.
That's really funny.
So that is a 22 to hit, which I think hits, for 10 bludgeoning. And then another one is a critical, 11 and 17, so 18. So that is a total of 28 bludgeoning this round from an invisible creature next to you. You could feel it.
I would like to
roughly
deflect
human
attack
size.
on the crit.
Good idea. So you roll your d10, you reduce to 0, you can make an opportunity attack. Is that how that works?
The thing says then it has to make a dexterity save against something, because class DCs don't exist in this game.
Oh.
And if it fails, it gets hit by twice my normal unarmed attack plus dex
Okay,
mod.
so you're not reducing the damage, you're turning the attack back on them? Is that how that works?
No. If I was to reduce the damage to 0, I
Gotcha.
can use a focus point to then basically redirect the attack.
Gotcha. You don't reduce it to 0, but you got close. It was 18 damage from the crit. So
Damn.
you only take
how
1
much-
damage from the crit as it punches you. with its
How much was
invisible
the other
fists.
one?
The other one was 10. So that is a total of 11 damage.
11
As the
damage
invisible
is
creature
significantly better than 28.
Sure. I'll just roll these publicly. It doesn't really matter if you see what the creature's type is. But yeah, it only has 2
bastard type?
attacks.
So close to redirecting it. Imagine me just
That would be
suplexing
hilarious.
or like smashing something into the ground that's
It's
invisible.
invisible. Abby, it's your turn. As
Yeah.
Elspeth and Nare. You can see the chaos is... sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just gonna go for a. I'm just gonna keep arc bolting the troll.
Okay, go ahead.
Actually, I don't really have line of sight on where the invisible thing might. No, I'm just gonna arc bolt the troll.
for
Leave
it.
the invisible thing to other people.
Ooh, that's a hit for sure.
6 lightning. I'll sorcery
nice.
point. Do it again.
Another hit. Same roll.
Another
The
12.
higher roll of damage.
So 18 in total.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Troll's looking fucked up. Nares gets to go.
Yeah, double Eldritch Blast on troll.
I can't wait to get shouted at by the NPCs for casting Fairy Fire. It's gonna be really fun.
Blam, blam. The 23 hits from
9.
Force.
Awesome.
Alright. The troll recovers 10 hit points. And is going to wail on Biff again. Boom, boom. Oof. And then a nice bite to follow up on it. Yeah, Biff is Biff's down to 14 hit points. He's looking fucked.
Awesome.
Troll can't really do much else. Is stuck in a corner with lots of fighting going on. Sven. More chaos is happening. The fairy fire definitely is helping, by the way. The gargoyle I had, it's taking more damage than expected because it's been fairy fired. It is also flanked by a Minotaur and a Scorpion Lady.
I engage with the troll.
Very
and
nice.
I turn on my Flame Tongue Greatsword with a bonus action.
Hell yeah.
I should have turned it on last turn, but I didn't. Well, I guess I pull it out and I turn it on, and then I slash at
Very
the
nice.
troll.
Yeah, you do.
It's a 13 hit.
Sadly, no. It's got a natural armor that deflects it off of its hide.
Okay, because I have 2 attacks. 16.
16 will hit. That does get through its nasty, gnarly hide.
It takes 9 slashing, 6 fire.
9 slashing,
And
6
now
fire.
it cannot regenerate, although
is correct.
Sven doesn't necessarily know that. Sven just always uses fire.
Yeah. You can see his skin begins withering up and burning. Little pieces of him are sloughing off as he's real low on hit points now. Any other things from you, Bradley?
That was my bonus action, my movement, and my action. And the snakes are staying out of this
Staying
combat.
safe. All right, then Lucia, you have an invisible creature that is pummeling you from the side. You've got a troll trying to kill the stupidly foolish, brave person in front of you. He's barely 20. He's got like a pube stash on his face. Yeah, he's a real loser. He's trying too hard.
I'm gonna hit him with the "Aren't you too young to go to adventure?" It's gonna be funny. Anyway, I think I'm gonna try
That's basically
to.
vicious mockery. Don't do that.
He might die. Now my charisma modifier is -1. He's gonna be fine. I'm gonna smack the troll first in the hopes to finish it off. 19 to hit for 6 piercing.
That is the troll, correct?
Yep.
Yes, 6 piercing. It's so close.
Then I will smack it again. 14.
14 is not, unfortunately, going to hit. But you know how tough this thing is. If you have an inspiration, it would definitely put you over.
Oh, then I will just use
So it is
this.
burning.
I'll use a key point to give me a +2 to the attack, so it would be a 16.
Absolutely, 16 passes its armor class. You can deal your damage.
13.
13 piercing, which passes the 4 hit points it had remaining. The troll is dead. As it collapses
Just very
in
fair, right?
space.
To die.
Exactly.
Then I would like to use a key point to make 2 unarmed strikes against the invisible target next to me,
Absolutely. So you have disadvantage on these?
because unfortunately he didn't become invisible. First smack is an 11, that doesn't seem too good. Second one is also an 11, which doesn't seem too good. On the second one, I would actually like to use 2 focus points to increase that by 4, so it's a 15 to hit on the second one.
15 hit on the second one. On the invisible creature, does hit. The 15 does hit the invisible creature.
Which is 5 magical bludgeoning damage, and I would like to use my stunning strike on that.
Absolutely. That'll be a con save from the invisible stalker.
Never mind, there is class this season.
That is a fail! Now, the question is, can
What?
the invisible stalker be stunned? Yes, it can be, of course. Why wouldn't it be?
Well, you told them what it is.
Rolling in private and then telling you what happens isn't as exciting. It's more fun to show you when I roll a crit against you.
Oh, to be fair, I remember seeing the token. It was like, that's not here anymore, so I got hit at some point.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Yeah. Also, you've been around. You've read some things about adventuring. So you feel the stunning take effect, and you get the rough view of this thing. This is roughly person-sized, but it's a little bit more ephemeral. Jab it. Biff gets to go. Biff, looking real fucked up. Is going to
Maybe
look
he
at
can
everything.
die thinking he was a hero.
He's going to look back at Elspeth. I'll give him maybe another morale check.
I'll just say, Biff, get out of here. What are you doing?
Can
I'm
we
trying to help.
He looks longingly at Elspeth, and then Olaf leans into frame to intercept.
Yes, exactly. It's the thing from Guardians 3 where Thor's keep putting his face in the way of Star-Lord's view. You all know. Classic cinema.
Yeah.
Oh no, that was Love and Thunder. That wasn't even Guardians 3. Anyway. Okay, with that, in that case, Biff is going to fumble around in his pockets, and he is going to drink a potion to turn himself invisible. And then he is going to leave the room.
I feel like disengaging would have been enough, but oh well.
He's a scared little boy. You feel a large, very, very heavy man shove his way past you, Olaf. He is younger than you. He's thicker than you, with both fat and muscle. And you get like this scent of like a nice vanilla
And
aftershave as he pushes past you. Somehow, despite him having spent a long time in the woods, in the jungle.
Somehow you hear a sound of a tuba when he waddles past you.
Exactly. Wah, wah.
Yeah.
I think that's all he does, 'cause he uses
Are we
second wind.
reducing ourselves to fat joke?
What?
Always.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know what
That's
that
not
was.
too good to
What
say.
that was. Wow. Rude.
To be fair, I'm more associated with his oafishness at this point because
Yeah.
he's just sort of like
I don't associate with the fat part.
Yeah.
It's the like clumsily waddling part for me.
Okay, Olaf. You can tell it looks like the fight is going well against the gargoyle, but because the troll is dead, I'll have them join initiative this round. So you have one more chance to affect things in there. You also know that Lucia looks like she's jabbed the invisible stalker with a stunning strike.
So it's either here, or here.
No, it's still
It's
we
right
still
here.
know it is
Yeah.
here, and it is
Oh.
stunned. So even though you can't see it, you have neutral attacks against it.
Yeah. So you run into the
I'm
room.
just to quickly check. I just have about enough movement to do that. Oh wait. I
Yeah,
think
you
I
wouldn't
can
get
leave.
flanking anyway, or you would get flanking, but double damage doesn't work.
Explosion.
Kaboom! So you slam on it, it automatically fails because it is stunned at the moment. So it's going to take 13 damage. I don't think it resists any of those. Oh, it does resist non-magical damage, but that doesn't matter. 13 damage slams into this creature. It gets slammed up
It's
against the wall.
prone, so I still have neutral attacks on my turn. Heck yeah.
It cannot be proned because it is not entirely corporeal, but you do give it a good-ass wallop. It is blasted against the wall. It is not incorporeal, though. It cannot actually move through walls. It just can't be knocked prone. Because it is an elemental. It is hovering in its space. What else?
Just to be a shadowy blob.
Anything else, Olaf?
Do it again.
Other one.
Another one. That hits it for sure. 14 damage. No, sorry, 12. You blast it with your hammer. It is rocked in its place. I'll do the damage to the other creatures, and then I'll have these guys join initiative. Okay, so boom, 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 boom.
Horrific.
Terrific. You're in the middle of an orgy of
Horrific.
arms.
Mm.
I should say horrific, not terrific.
Oh.
But you know what? Same difference.
Boom. Sword. So the stalker goes first. It is stunned. We move on. Abby, you can see the clusterfuck is continuing in there. It looks like the
Yep.
others they're winding down their fighting of the gargoyle. It looks like they're going to move on.
Okay. There's still wait. So they're about to finish fighting it, or they don't want to fight it
The
anymore?
gargoyle looks like it's almost destroyed. Is the point.
Okay, I'm going to try finishing it off.
Gotcha.
Then, if I can't see the other thing, wait. I'll shout to the woman in the Minotaur. You guys fighting the gargoyle? You're not going to turn on us when we finish this off, are you?
Why would we turn on you? You're not denizens of the dungeon, are you?
No,
the
we're
Minotaur just
actually
snorts.
the ones that got you out of the mirror, and I'm going to shoot the gargoyle.
Go for it.
15?
15 will not hit the gargoyle, unfortunately. Bounces off its stone form.
Don't you have advantage because
You
verifier?
do have advantage. Roll again.
Oh, the gargoyle is under verifier. Nice.
Yeah.
27
Hey.
Ooh, there you go.
for 9 damage.
9 damage.
And then I'll sorcery point do it again
yeah.
for 17.
17 will hit it. You found its AC.
Nice.
It does not
13,
resist
so a
lightning.
total of 21 lightning damage.
Ooh. Yeah,
Go
so
get
you
your
are
revenge on those gargoyles. They took
firing
your
into
Yeah.
brand
this
from you.
giant four-armed gargoyle with lightning blasts. The woman in the scorpion armor is going to cheer. The Minotaur turns to you with a snort and inclines his head. The scorpion lady is going to... Oh, Nara gets to go. And the scorpion lady is going to take advantage of the new help.
Nice. Alexander will also Eldritch Blast the gargoyle. Twice with advantage. Bop, bop.
Oh,
One
the
hit.
17 will hit. The 15, unfortunately, is a miss.
For 10 force.
force. Very nice. Good. Now, seeing the opportunity granted by this, the champion is going to laugh. She's going to lift her greatsword, and she's going to chop at the gargoyle 3 times. Oh, these are with advantage. So a 19 for... Does she? She does. That is 15 slashing, and then her next attack is another 16
228.
slashing.
Cool.
Then you watch as she finishes off the gargoyle with your guys' help.
Awesome.
Chop, chop. She then looks over at Lucia, who is still, for roleplay purposes, she's still got her knuckle dug into the invisible stalker, and she's going to look up at her Minotaur friend, and she's going to say, "Help our new friends, won't you? Kill that invisible thing." The Minotaur is going to snort, turn around, raise a great axe over his head, and chop into that space. This is normal. 21 slashing onto the invisible creature. You could still feel it there, though, trying to resist the stun with its body. And Sven, you can go.
I will attack the invisible thing. I guess.
Yeah.
Flame tongue, greatsword.
Ooh.
Nope.
No, sorry.
I try again.
That'll
23.
Go for it. Roll your damage, my dude.
12
So
slashing.
20
8
total.
fire. I swipe through it.
It is
Arr!
still somehow remaining. Lucia, it is stunned
Hello.
at the start of your turn.
It is not set anymore.
It is not stunned anymore.
But I have flanking, so I don't care
Ooh.
about that. So I'm gonna artfully dispose of it, hopefully, by stabbing it with a rapier. 17
17 will hit it.
or 13.
13.
Damn.
It remains.
Another 6.
Another 6. It remains.
So key pardon focus point or flurry of blows. Punch it. 14. I'm going to use a
is
focus
its AC.
point.
You do hit
50.
it.
Yeah. With 14.
Yeah, its AC is 14. The
Oh, I
troll
thought it
was
was-
AC 15. They're close to each other. So
For another 8.
another 8. You could feel it's almost there.
And then as the last one, I'm going to give it a roundhouse kick to the face.
A 19.
For another 11.
11. It has 6 hit points remaining. With that, you destroy the invisible stalker. And unless you guys want to attack these strangers, combat is over. Almost.
Invisible guy's gone.
Almost. Olaf, I think you're standing on the body of that merchant. I think the Sturge is going to come out and attack you as a surprise attack.
No.
23, I think, will hit you for 5 piercing.
Can I do something?
Yeah, go for it.
Considering I used to have a deep fear of searches.
Yes.
Funnily
This
in my
is
backstory.
upsetting.
Can I use my reaction to do the deflect attack for Olaf? Where I basically just grab it by the stinger when it is like a couple centimeters before Olaf's face.
Go for it. Yeah, use the key point, roll that. We'll do it for roleplay purposes in this
So-
moment. You
Just
gotta be
in
a 5.
case. I think 20 damage deflect is good enough for the Sturge.
So the Sturge needs to make a dex save, right?
It has to do the dex save against my Monk DC, which currently is lower, more than that.
Yeah.
Which should
So
be...
you do twice your monk level of damage?
Yeah. No. It is 2 rolls of my martial arts die. So this plus another d8.
Okay. So roll that d8.
So it is in total 13 damage as I basically take it on the stinger and just fling it against the wall.
So you killed it 3 times over. It has 2 hit points. You disintegrate the Sturge.
I killed it more than 3 times over.
You disintegrate the Sturge before it can deal the damage, so don't worry about the 5 piercing damage, Olaf. And with that, initiative is over. You hear a gasping and panting in the hallway, and Olaf, Elspeth next to you, and you hear a slight weeping. And he says, "Oh, they're dead. They're all dead. They're all dead, and it's my fault."
I guess I'll go over and say it's not your fault. There wasn't really anything that you could do.
There was. I'm the one that went into that stupid pool room with the heart first. I triggered the trap that turned us all to stone, and when we woke up in that gas-filled chamber, turned away from stone, I saw all of my friends were there, and I just wanted to get out of here. But Devlin, he had the basilisk oil or whatever. He told us that since we were woke, we had to go and help them finish the tomb to get the treasures and get out that stupid Starfallen, and they're all dead.
He's here in front of
So it sounds like it's Devlin's fault that everyone's dead, not yours.
I should have stopped them. Yeah, he's invisible.
How tall is he?
Like
I'm guessing decently taller.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put both of my hands on his shoulders. I'm gonna turn around towards me.
Yeah. I think he'll let the potion go. It's only a minute anyway.
There was a woman with you that was also turned to stone after you came there.
Yeah. She wasn't with us when we were turned away from stone. Devlin said she wasn't there.
Fuck! And I punched the wall.
Nice. Chips of stone.
Are you alright, Lucia?
If they are here, that means that the Hex have taken everyone that was in the Battlesmith Tower, including Asaka. Which means that they might be doing something to her right now.
See what I mean? Everything I touch goes to shit.
Shut up! Olaf yells from down the hallway.
I
have enough negativity in this fucking dungeon. I'm not having another person.
The Scorpion Lady says, "Amen to that, brother," and she's gonna hold her hand for a handshake.
So you wanna kill a god?
Absolutely.
I'm assuming you're doing this pro bono, given that we're all stuck in here.
Well, I don't want to die.
Sounds good. Welcome to the Last Hope on a mercenary basis.
All right.
Oh, but guys, I don't want to make choices for the group. We're okay with hiring these guys as mercenaries. Yep.
Hey, quick
I
question.
think that was a bit presumptuous, but yes, if they're up for it.
Yeah, they seem up for it.
Question. Have you seen the Queen? What year is it? I don't know how long I've been in there.
I say current year.
1492 currently.
I thought it was 1492, but it sounds like an actual IRL.
She looks confused and she doesn't know what that year system is. She says, "Who's the current ruler of Omu? Is it still Napaka?"
There is no ruler of Omu. I mean, I guess Ras Nisi technically, but he's dead. We killed him.
She snorts and then spits on the ground at his name. The Minotaur also looks upset at the hearing about Ras Nisi.
Yes, he's dead though. You don't have to worry about him. There was a queen that we killed as well, but there is currently no monarchy in Chult. Zalkori.
She's alive.
Oh.
No, we killed her.
No, you didn't. You left.
Yeah. As far as
Yeah,
you know,
but she was
lived
dead.
here.
Her death is unconfirmed, Abby.
Yeah, but we know. Elspeth thinks she's dead.
That's fair. That could be something else. Was
She was more or less insane when we found out and living an eternity as a Medusa. It was not the best of fates.
roll
she
me a
did try to kill
persuasion
all
check
of us.
as you say this.
Me or
Should we do one with
one of you can do it with
advantage as we're
advantage.
like?
Okay,
My
I'll
persuasion
do
is
it.
+5.
I also have +5. You can do it.
14.
14. All right.
I'm gonna use my 1 second. I think I have one remaining use of Flash of Genius on that. So if that's okay, I'll use that, and then I can make. No, I don't actually. Do I have inspiration from last session? I don't think I do.
I don't think so. No.
Let me just find. I have a note here somewhere that tells me how many Flash of Genius uses I've used.
It's valid.
We got the Wand of Secrets last session. No, I think I have one more use, if that's okay.
Sure.
I'll use that.
I think you
Make
burned
it
through
an
them in
18.
Punk's tomb, but that's perfectly fine. We'll do it.
Oh, are you okay with that? Sorry.
Yeah.
Do you
No,
not have a tracker on your sheet for them?
No, so I've just been making a note, but sometimes my desk gets a bit messy
That's
and
alright.
I lose them.
That's perfect.
I usually keep track of them a lot better.
The lady is with an 18. The lady is gonna look you up and down from underneath her scowling scorpion face over her own face. She looks you up and down. And she says, "Well, I suppose I have to trust that it was necessary." She says, "My name is Lucana. I'm the bodyguard of Zalcore's mother, Napaka. I was trapped in here while the tomb was being built. I met this lovely fellow Zal in our prison, and we've been trapped in that horrendous magic mirror for God knows how long."
Lucana and Zal, do you say?
Yes, Lucana and Zal.
What was it like in there?
Oh, it was pretty boring. We could only see vaguely. It was like being inside of like a foggy glass box. We could barely see the cells next to us. I could see Zal, obviously, this big handsome lug. She's gonna pat him on the abs. In the cell next to me,
That's
just barely.
forward.
The cell on my left was empty. The one on Zal's right was also empty. We just happened to be next to each other. We knew there were others in there. We could distantly hear them.
I can't imagine being with that troll for hundreds of years was very
No, it stank.
nice. Right, well, there is a maze on this floor that supposedly houses the Black Opal.
Will that help
From
us
the
destroy the architect of this place? Serac,
Potentially,
the
we're
betrayer.
not exactly sure what its powers are, but it's a legendary item, so it can't be worthless.
It can also bring back Edenda the Night Serpent, so just having it lay around might be a bad idea.
Yes, we don't want any Yuanti wandering in behind us and picking it up.
That's a good point. So I'll have Lucana and Zal make insight checks. 13 and 19. Your reasoning is sound. Are you hiding any amounts of reasoning about this?
I don't think we are.
I think getting all the loot, while from an adventure standpoint could be seen as greedy, we're doing it from the standpoint of we need the best chance we can get facing a Serac.
Gotcha.
I mean, I guess the one thing we've not mentioned is that Waxanray is technically loyalty, but I feel like that's not a bad thing for them. They'd like,
With these ones, we might actually want to
yeah.
say that.
All right.
And I'll just say when we're going over it, and
Yeah. They seem to be trusting you.
Maxanray thinks that it can bring back her heritage.
And what's that?
Oh, royalty, princess over there, descendant of Napaka.
Lacuna puts a giant scorpion encrusted hand on your chest, Olaf, and shoves you out of the way and marches down the hallway towards Nare.
That's completely understandable, but also fuck you, buddy.
Biff momentarily tries to stand up in front of you, Elspeth, but I imagine you just like knee him or something.
Yeah.
Get him out of the way. She's going to charge up, and she's going to get right up as close as she can to Nare, and she's going to squint over your shoulder at her, Elspeth. She's going to say, "You do look like her. Perhaps you're the heir?" She's going to look over at you, Elspeth, and she says, "Are you her guardian then?"
I suppose you can say that.
"Well, may I approach the princess, guardian?"
I'll turn around to my Cassandra. What does she think?
She says, "I don't know."
I'm gonna do
I'll
the
just
jumpy.
stand behind
Oh, I
her.
was gonna go there. Fuck.
You step on each other's toes to support her. Nare
I'm going to
is-
go next to her, like slightly on the back
Yeah. Nare is physically shaking, but Lucuna...
and on shoulder.
Lucana is going to kneel down and incline her head, and she is going to raise a hand out towards Nare, and she's going to say, "By my blood and my steel, I am bound to protect the royal family. If Napaka is dead and Zalcore is dead, my services go to the heir of Chult. I will see you restored to the throne in Omu. I will see Omu reinstated as the jewel of the Sword Coast, and we will reestablish a golden age for our people, with you at our head."
Did you mean Chult?
What did I say?
You said the Sword Coast.
Chult in the Sword Coast,
Sorry,
not
sorry, yeah, Chult.
Is it?
Jewel of... Oh, right.
Or
No,
is it-
Jewel of the North is what...
the Jewel of the...
Winter.
Yeah, you said Chult in the Sword Coast, like the Jewel of the Sword Coast
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, she's using foul language to be like, we're gonna restore our honor that Asarak stole from us by you, our queen. Now,
Very nice. We
would
got a
the-
power flower.
Nare is extremely indecisive at this moment. Would the two people at Nare's sides want to influence her in either way?
I'm actually gonna get close to her. Don't have to decide now. You're still making up your mind. Take your time.
But I could accept it. I could become queen. I could start the empire again. But there's lots of bad stuff in an empire. But also, if I don't do anything, then we're just going to be overrun by all of these rich merchants just fighting each other for money.
They do really suck, actually. Olaf chiming in from down the corridor.
Yeah, we should do something about the merchants. We only met some of them, and it was already a not very pleasant experience. We will... Well... You're not alone in this. It's gonna be alright.
All right.
We'll figure something out. But there's other more pressing menace first, before thinking of reestablishing the kingdom, including saving the world.
She nods, and then she's going to look back to Lucana, and she's going to say, "I accept your services. I don't know if I'm going to be able to become queen of Chult. I don't know if I should become queen of Chult. But either way, the first thing we need to do is recover the black opal so that we can restore the crown, so that if I become queen, I'll have the symbol of a queen." And Lucana nods and stands up, having pledged her services to Nare.
Yay! She got a badass scorpion woman.
Yeah.
That is so fucking cool.
So she's like 5'11", 6 feet tall, but she's it looks like she's wearing a full scorpion just taped over her. And as you watch her move, you can see that like she's not just wearing the scorpion. It looks like the scorpion is like got like veins that stick out of the edges of the armor into her flesh. So this may be a symbiotic thing going on with her armor.
Oh, I thought she
Yeah,
was like scorpion, as in like lower part scorpion.
No, she is a human warrior, but she is wearing what seems to be a living scorpion parasite.
That still sounds really fucking cool.
I know, I love it.
Is there
Like
full
the
art
Blue
for her?
Needle for DC.
No.
Of course not. I mean, at least the token is art that's already more than the
you know what?
bosses
I can look
get.
it up. I can do a quick search. Lucana. think that's just the generic champion's character art, because she's a champion stat block. No character art for her. Zal, in the meantime, the Minotaur has put his axe on the ground, and he's gonna reach forward with his hand and sort of ruffle your hair, Olaf.
What the fuck?
Oh, he made a new friend.
He pats you on the head.
Is this how you say hello?
Snorts.
Okay.
The ring in his nose sort of like woof, with the breath. He's going to look down at you, Sven, with all of your very many weapons. He's going to point with one of his very fat fingers at all your weapons, Sven, and he's going to snort again and chuckle.
Sven just like looks at him.
Is your friend Zal here non-verbal?
She says, I've never been able to get him to speak Common. I don't speak whatever language he does speak. He sometimes says words I don't understand.
Can I make a quick history check to see what languages it is?
He'll say something to you real quick. Do any of you speak Abyssal?
Nope, I speak Giant and Dwarf and English and.
I do.
Nice.
In that case, Sven, you hear it say. Hey, there you go. You hear it say. It's as the lady said. Unfortunately, I don't speak the common tongue.
You want? So clearly, you understand the common tongue. You just don't speak it. Sven just like in that bilingual sense, just like flips over into Abyssal without even thinking about it.
He looks over with you with big, wide cow eyes, and he says, "You know my language."
From the back, I just stretch up my hand. Me too.
It's so nice
It's
to
a new
meet
thing,
people that
though.
speak my tongue. I know bits and pieces of common, so I could gather the gist, but it's so nice to converse with friends.
Hey, that's like me in Dutch. Can get the meaning, but speaking is hard.
He says,
Yeah.
I am Zal. I was
Nice to meet you,
summoned
Zal.
from the Abyss to help with the defense of Omu when a Serac turned on them and started causing them to kill each other. I was imprisoned here against my will, and I've been stuck here ever since. I've made a friend in
voice?
Lucana over there, but... So
What
I'm
is
loyal
this
to
voice?
her.
I love it.
I like it, but I'm trying to figure. It reminds me of something.
Yeah.
Your friend is
It's
surprisingly
somehow
articulate.
Christopher Walken.
A little
Like
bit,
it's not
yeah.
Christopher Walken. I know that, but it sounds like Christopher Walken.
So, my contract's probably over. My summoner's probably long dead, but I'm still bound to kill that son of a bitch of Serac.
I love
Well,
this
that's
guy.
what we're doing.
Wait, you just said a Serac. I could. The inflection sounded negative. You want to kill a Serac?
Nods.
Yeah, he wants to kill
Fuck
us,
yeah, buddy!
Eric.
And then I'll do that like handshake me with the two like buff guys.
Yeah, except his bicep is as wide as your
Except I just
torso.
get his
Predator
thumb.
buff
Exactly.
guys.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
son of a bitch. Boom.
You son of a bitch.
You massive son of a bitch! I'm in.
Boom. Beautiful. Biff,
I
meanwhile...
guess we made some new friends.
Yeah. Biff, meanwhile, is sitting dejected in the corner. Moping.
It's okay.
We just all ignore him.
That's fair.
we can't all be like perfect expert adventurers.
I mean, Elspeth already got
So,
that, so
Elspeth,
there gotta be some
when
people in
you
class
say
that don't
that-
have that.
You say those words. What are you thinking? What are your surface thoughts on the matter when you're looking at Biff and you say this?
I'm kind of pitying him.
Yeah, you see, your words are supportive, but his face kind of sours, and he looks down and he says, I don't need your pity, Elspeth.
Psionic?
Sorry.
He seems to be weirdly
Sorry?
insightful.
Sorry for trying to make you feel better, I guess.
I'm gonna go over to him.
I've
You-
tried so many things. Everybody keeps dying. It's just...
You know,
What?
everyone has their strengths and their weaknesses. This really doesn't seem to be a thing that you should be doing.
You're probably right. But I'm already in too deep. Oh, you have no idea. He puts his hands on his face.
I mean, we're gonna get you out of here. Maybe once we're done, you can go back to Neverwinter. You can be a guard or a soldier or something.
Can I try to
surface thoughts again?
muster him up
Are
and
you-
down?
How about you just tell me if your
Um,
surface thoughts are different than your words?
My surface thoughts are like she kind of looks down on soldiers in a way. So
so she's like, oh, you could just become a cop.
yeah, essentially.
Yeah, he seems to visibly wince when Elspeth says, you could just, you can go back home and be, get a job. He noticeably winces and he says, I just wanted to do something and be significant somehow. And all my friends, powerful wizards and paladins and rangers and barbarians and clerics and amazing sorceresses.
What, are you just listing all the classes now?
Yeah.
I was just a
Can I give
guy.
him a good look up and down to see what his strengths might be?
Yeah, go for it. Give me an insight check.
Yeah. I want. Fucking hell.
Well, he looks really strong and really constitutional.
Wait, I actually might have some sage advice. Olaf will poke around his head. You know you don't have to, fight and be a warrior to be important, right? I mean, I come from a family of artificers. You may not have the artificing skill, but even construction, that's a lot of respect. Your significance, you provide for the community. You don't need to be the pinnacle of everything. You need to just be part of society and the machine.
Yeah.
Help people. It's what's important.
His gaze turns to you, and he's got these deep set, piercing blue eyes. His eyes are so deep in his head.
I'm
they almost
sorry,
look a
I'm
little
imagining
cross-eyed.
like the blue eyes stare.
Exactly, yeah.
And I just go, oh
Yeah.
god.
He queer sex Haderach looks at you like a Bene Gesserit. And are your surface thoughts in line with what you were saying? You being into honest?
Yeah, I'd say so, because he comes from a family who aren't really fighters. I mean, there is people who in his family who do become mercenaries and so on, but artifice is important. You don't have to be the best, but you're doing something useful. Even someone who makes horseshoes is important, because that provides something beneficial to society.
All right. He lets out a long, slow exhale. He says, "You're probably right. I got debts to pay though, and I don't think if I do construction work like you're talking about, I don't know if I'm going to be able to pay them off. I owe some powerful people a lot.
Powerful
Much do you
people
know?
bad? Like if they died, no one would care?
I mean,
Olaf? No.
Some people.
Bad Olaf.
But it might be the mob. It might be the mafia. If we get rid of the crime guilds, that's good, right?
Let's put it this way. We are in a huge tomb that is completely filled with treasure. Elspeth, for example, because she wasn't careful, got cursed. And we had to spend about 50,000 gold worth of jewelry on a floating skull.
his mouth drops open. It's
Yeah.
nobody he's ever heard of.
Yeah.
How much? Let's not talk about that. How much do you owe?
Not that much, I'm guessing.
It's about 8,000 gold pieces.
That is a lot for a single person to owe. Wow.
It
Why
wasn't
did
just
you
me.
roll that much? What
It's
did you
the
take
whole
and loan
Yellow
out
Banner,
on?
but I'm the last one, and they told us that the debt would follow us and that we couldn't escape it.
How much would it cost to revival them so that they could pay off their debts, and then they pay off their debts to us as well for reviving
We have
them?
to stop the death curse first, and then we can see about revival, because reviving them will be cheaper. Conveniently, I do know a very powerful cleric that could very likely, I don't actually know, but my mom could very likely revive them with the right diamonds.
All right.
I don't know how expensive it is, but likely less, and honestly, they should, well, take responsibility.
I'm sorry, I heard about all the crime guilds in Waterdeep. I got all gung-ho at one point and thought I could take them out with a few well-placed explosives.
Waterdeep got a lot better since, well, my mom stopped working for the crime network.
He eyes you up and down. And then Biff's gonna sigh and he's gonna say, "All right. I mean, to you guys, I don't want to be in here alone. I guess
You can't get out at the moment anyway, so might as well stick around.
All right. Are you gonna make?
You're
me
gonna
I mean,
fight?
how good of you cooking dinner?
He's gonna. I'm gonna have him make a performance check.
He better not lie to us and give us food
Oh,
poisoning.
he says, "I'm all right. I'm not the best."
Well, you can be useful doing that for now.
Oh, that
I mean, you're a
sounds
big,
awesome.
strong guy. You seem like a very emotional person, very insightful person. There's gonna be a lot of things that you will be good at.
Oh, that's such a relief. Thank you. Riley's having thoughts about our very large Minotaur friend, apparently.
What thoughts?
No!
We got a real.
I was
Riley's
just looking
slowly
at
becoming
memes
Sam
on a
Riegel.
different Discord server and thought it was funny because it
Yeah,
references
cow.
misogyny.
Fair. Okay, fair. It's okay.
I feel like yogurt
is
from a bowl wouldn't
misogyny.
taste quite right.
I
That's
just
funny.
thought it was funny. I wasn't even thinking about the fact that there was a Minotaur.
Yeah, sure.
God.
We all know you've listened to enough Critical Role. Sam Riegel's got in there somehow. He's living in your psyche rent free.
Ah,
Well,
Anyway, shall we head to
Yeah.
the maze?
so Biff will be a non-combatant unless you want him to join initiative. He'll just hang out.
I would say non-combatant that just defends himself if needed.
Yeah.
Can we get
and
like a bonus
Lucana-
from him cooking dinner sometimes if he succeeds
Sure.
in roll?
Yeah, yeah. And we'll
You
have
can have the cook feed.
Lucana is
Oh.
going to be glued to Nare, and Zal will be following along, helping out.
Nice.
I'm gonna try and. Oh my god, my dog wasn't here for this entire fucking
No.
encounter.
You forgot.
Yep.
My dog.
Your
Who
dog.
first?
Oh, XP.
Yay.
Oh, true.
That is.
No,
Does
now we're gonna be
Lucia
dividing
have,
XP seven
a
ways.
sign?
Anybody got a calculator open?
I can.
Lucia
I
doesn't
can
have
open
an
I got
NPC,
it.
so maybe
I
she
got
can
a
have
calculator.
Good idea.
the Minotaur.
Absolutely.
If you want me to control a fighter lady,
Yeah.
feel free to go to me.
I'm
I'm used to controlling a fighter lady.
Yeah, I have snakes.
And I can control Biff.
Wait.
So no.
I swear it's coincidence that I'm always taking control of the mummies. I know it happened last game. I know
feel
it
like you're
happened with
implying
Zaka,
mommy on
and it's
this.
happening
Just-
again. It's a coincidence.
Yeah,
Okay?
Calculator?
no one's
Who gets the
mommy
Minotaur?
here,
No
yeah,
one
that was
said
you.
mommy
Yeah, I'll
except
just
for
do the
you.
calculator
Yeah.
myself.
So
Look at her. It's a buff lady wearing a living scorpion as armor. That is mummy.
no, it isn't. What the?
Yes,
no,
yes,
if it was
yes,
a
yes,
spider,
yes, it is.
If it was a spider with fat tits. Sorry.
Oh, we
Fun.
know.
I'm so sorry.
Do you want to share something with the class?
Yeah.
Anyway, so there's this anime as I can't go, but I'm not
Well,
gonna
we know.
finish that. I'm
We
so
know
sorry.
who your favorite Dark Souls boss was.
Damn. She's
I remember
like,
something.
she's so strong. What the fuck?
Anyways,
Minotaur friend.
I like going on fake rant. It's really funny to me. Except
Okay.
when they're not
So
fake.
how
they
many
can
people
pretend
survived
they're
that fight? We
fake.
got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Oh no, our
6,
XP is gonna
7,
slow to a
8.
crawl.
We don't count the familiars, so that is divided by 8. So 10,025
And Biff was basically a
divided
non-combatant,
by
right?
8. No, he did some damage. He did like
He did combat in that
16.
combat. He's not
I
going to
swear
combat
to God, I'm
afterwards.
gonna kill this motherfucker
That's,
for stealing my XP.
1253.15, so 1253 XP each.
Nice.
That's honestly
still a lot.
still more than I would have expected.
1250.
That
we're about a
forearm
quarter of
gargoyle
the way there
is a
until-
very high CR. You're lucky that they took care of it first.
Was 1253? Did you say?
1253 XP each.
Yep.
I will share the stat blocks with you.
Okay,
Since we play them
you
now.
don't have to answer this, Spencer.
Yeah.
Question: was the mirror holds 12? Was it literally just it could hold 12 captives
Give
in
me an
that
Arcana
mirror?
check.
Sure. I just
Sounds
thought
reasonable.
if
There
it-
was
if it-
already 9 people in there, so if a party goes there and 2 people get sucked in, they're like, "Oh shit, what are we going to do?" And then
Oh,
the
no,
third
there
person
were,
gets sucked in first.
and then it
There
all
were
burst out
10.
at once.
There were 10 because of the invisible
Ooh.
stalker.
Oh yeah.
That's it was the 27. The 18 doesn't
Yeah.
count 'cause that was the first rule.
I'm just going to change the names on the stat sheet so they actually reflect who these are.
Oh, nice. Now that I got a really high roll, does that mean that I get to replicate this effect later?
I'm going to put a Serac in a prison mirror.
I no.
Oh my God.
If I
Would
could,
that-
if I could, I would trap a Serac in an infinite game show.
What, the hit
Like
metal
Sam
17 times?
Rank. Sorry, what's that?
Hit metal 17 times.
Exactly.
He's
So-
always really close to winning the main prize, but he doesn't get it.
He gets the Brennan in game changer treatment.
I cannot
And Oz
win.
win.
So you, Olaf, have heard of this item because it is a very famous magic item called a Mirror of Life Trapping. It's destroyed now, so it's not. You don't have to worry about it. But basically, the way it works is it's a temporal prison. Anybody that looks into the mirror needs to make a charisma saving throw, or they're sucked into one of the 12 prisons within. There is a passphrase to open the mirror. You would have to say the cell number and then the passphrase. And there's a passphrase to open all of the cells, I think, is how it works. Let's see here.
Oh, it frees one person randomly if there's no more space.
Yeah. And with a 27 on your Arcana check, a pair of passphrases, you've heard a pair of passphrases that were written disguised as shorthand notes inside of Withers' book. So Kamara and Blackfire would have been the passphrases for this mirror, but you destroyed it.
Kamara Harris?
Yes.
Shut the fuck up, Abby.
You know, it was an Indian mirror for a long time, and then all of a sudden it turned black. It turned black. I don't know what to say, guys. The mirror turned black.
I'm so sorry, but that was vile, Abby.
You can't be speaking like that, why, baby?
The fact that he said that to a panel of black journalists in the United States,
It's
fucking
so wild.
Fucking
I
wild.
know.
Wait, what?
Wait, what was that from? What is that?
So Donald Trump-
Donald, he had a interview with the it's like the Union of like black
journalists or something
like
like that,
American
yeah.
journalists, and the first thing he said is like, "Oh, you know, this Kamala, she was Indian and now she's black all of a sudden."
He's like, I don't know that she's black. I mean, everybody's
You
been
could
saying that
be
she's black,
mixed
but
race.
I always heard about her being Indian. Yeah, it was great. The response to that is Jon Stewart was like, conservatives are like, 2 races in the same person. What? I'm so happy. he's
There's a
back.
thing called biracial.
I miss Jon Stewart so much. Anyway,
That's so dope.
Anyway, shall we head on?
to a slightly
Yes.
less despotic country. Let's go play our game.
Yay.
So you move your way down. You can see a stone slab blocking the end of this corridor. Painting on the slab is the image of a gaunt male humanoid wearing a cloak with a mask of stars. Its face is a mask of stars. The figure's withered left hand is raised with the palm extended.
Is the hand of Vecna a left hand? Oh right. Is the whole actually is the whole thing
Historically, it is
like,
left,
withered?
but as the artifact
Yeah.
is found, it is indeterminable because it is withered to the point where left and right doesn't really matter.
Okay. Is the rest of his body withered?
Yes. So
That's
it's a
a
gaunt
Boggart.
humanoid figure wearing a hooded cloak. Its face is a mask of stars, which you determined previously, I think, on a religion check, that Bodaks
Oh.
are occasionally depicted that way because the
Okay.
face of a Bodak is so horrifying it kills you on sight. So this is a metaphorical representation of that.
Got it.
So you can tell it's a slab because there is a bit of a shadow crease on every side of it. However, it is fitted so tightly and snugly that you would not be crazy to think that it's just the end of the hallway, like a wall. But you collectively have a high enough passive perception that you can tell that it's probably a slab of some kind that could move.
Open sesame.
You're just gonna say it?
Holy shit, that worked.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't work.
No.
Can I try using the No, the passphrase from before won't work for this. If they're smart, they will use the same password twice.
I mean, you can try it.
I'll just say it from down the corridor with well enough distance.
Komara, Blackfire. Nothing.
I'm sorry. I thought you were going to say Kamala Harris. Abby's brain running me. Abby has brain running me. Fuck you. Oh.
Abby, since you were talking about it, I think Elspeth is right up against the stone block. Anybody else want to be up inspecting the stone block up close?
I'll be here. I don't want to be too close because I will get absolutely snookered again. Why are you behind me?
I'll stay with Nari like I usually do. Especially now that there's this intimidating lady.
Yeah, you're going to have to vie for space because she's going to want to be right at Nari's left hand at all times.
Yeah, that's right, Abby. You're closer.
You're shuffling forward like you're in a Scooby-Doo music montage.
I'll say to the to Lucanu, did you find anything else out about this tomb while you were down here?
Nope. I was trapped in the mirror before anything was actually built. I was trying to free the first round of slaves.
Great.
You could give me a check if you want to as you're peering at this. You don't know what you're supposed to do. So you pitch to me. What skill check or spell or ability would you like to use to try to determine what this stone slab wants from you? And I think, because Olaf's right behind you, Olaf can help out if it's relevant. Insight?
Insight?
Okay, are you proficient in insight, Olaf?
I believe I am, actually.
Somehow.
Let me just check.
It's never come up before.
I gave myself proficiency despite being a wisdom skills. I wanted to have good insight.
All right, in that case, you can roll with advantage.
I have proficiency, yes.
As the two of you are peering at this door.
23.
So you've encountered a lot of these down here. Mazes and reflections are a big theme down here. So you get the sense that you might need to mirror the pose that is depicted here, just as it was mirrored down the hallway.
Okay. I'm going to shut my eyes, and then I'm going to mirror the pose.
All right. So you cover your eyes with your right hand, you raise your left hand, mirroring the depiction on the painting, and just like that, there's a grinding sound as the slab falls into the ground, revealing a dusty, cobweb-laden passageway on the other side. Relief carvings on the walls depict crowds of humanoids fleeing a black star in the sky, with rays of light extending from it to turn those they strike to dust. So directly across from you in this this corridor, there's a T intersection that opens up before you. You can see a mural of what looks like a black, like singularity, black hole sort of thing, and then people being turned to dust.
Oh, so it's a depiction of that.
Yes. Mural.
We heard about a sphere of annihilation side of this, didn't we?
You have heard about
So
that, yes. I don't remember who's mentioned that, but...
I'll warn about that.
Yeah.
That we heard about a sphere of annihilation inside. Are you aware what that is?
She shakes her head. She says, I'm not a particularly magically learned person. I'm sorry.
Right. I guess all you need to know is that you don't want to touch it.
She nods.
And
I'm guessing it's a sphere. It annihilates you if you touch it.
Don't throw any extra dimensional spaces into it either.
She shrugs. I don't do magic.
Alright.
Yes. It was Napaka that mentioned that the Maze of Death is Bodak and a Sphere of Annihilation.
You know what? I'll just give me some space, dear.
Alright.
Wait, shouldn't I just investigate as an invisible person again?
Absolutely, you can do that. That would be
True, you should do that.
Don't suddenly get annihilated.
I turn invisible, I activate the Wand of Secrets.
Okay. I gotta read forward a little bit.
What's that, sorry?
Sorry, I gotta read forward.
Read forward,
the nearest, trap is from you. Does this go through complete cover?
I don't think it specifies. So let me just check. Want of Secrets.
I think it just points at the nearest trap within 30 feet, and that's all it says.
It tells you that it is trapped, not in the nature of which it's trapped.
Okay. But it goes through walls, is what I'm asking.
Yes, I believe so. So I guess I'd get coordinates of whatever it is.
Gotcha.
And then whenever I see it, I'll be like, it's that thing.
So there is a trap about 15 feet directly to east of you on the map. So directly ahead of you.
Oh, so it'd be in the center of what I was supposed was the room.
Yeah, you would assume.
Potentially where treasure is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would make sense, right? The treasure is supposed to be at the
All
center of
space
the main.
becomes partially visible for a second. There's a trap closest to us seems to be over through this wall.
Through the wall or on the wall?
It's somewhat 15 feet where I'm standing.
Hmm.
And
There
I'll
was
point in
another
that
en-
direction.
There was another entrance that way. So maybe
Yeah,
that
the
would be
corner
it.
seems to turn a corner around here.
Right, I guess we explore that way then?
Yeah, I will get to it. I'm still invisible. I'll get as far as here. Because, 1 second. Yeah, I feel like that's reasonable. I'll get as far as here and I'll peek around the corner.
Okay, beautiful. It is dark in here.
The goggles of night vision.
He has
so
goggles
everything's
of
black
night.
and white, right?
Gotcha. Just keep that in mind. So you peer around this corner, and you can see the maze opens up into a complicated sort of intersection up ahead, and you can see that the other slab with the Bodoc painted on it, is also open. It looks like the two doors open at the same time.
Okay.
So I guess you'd see a little bit of light spilling in from there.
Yeah.
But you see it opens up to the inside middle area.
I feel like coming from the other angle would be the best way because that gives a lot more visibility to the actual room.
Hmm.
So, if it's alright, can we backtrack and get to that opening? Because I don't want to go further into the room, you know what I mean?
Why don't you just go down the other side?
I mean, yeah, that's what I mean. I'm
See
going
if
to
it's
go
in-
here.
No, I mean down this way.
Alright, I'll do that then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Peer
The
around,
base looks
same
like
thing.
it's not going to be very big.
No. It's one of those things where the battle map doesn't really do justice to the idea of you crawling through.
While we wait for Olaf, I'm actually going to talk to the cool lady, the Lucana. So that scorpion, is that just very intricate, or is that actually like a living thing?
It was
What
living
does it
at
do?
one point. I killed it, and then my queen's magician put it to work as my servant.
What does it do?
Oh, many things. I'll have to open up the thing again.
I'm guessing the carapace helps to be used as armor.
She says, yes, it is indeed armor. She says, scorpion armor. There you go. She says, I can't be surprised. And I move a little bit, my reaction time is a little bit faster because I'm always constantly being pricked alert by all these tiny little needles dug into my skin. I
That's
also,
horrific.
because this is part of my very flesh, despite it being heavy armor, I'm completely unbothered by the effects of it. It is perfectly attached to me, doesn't impose disadvantage on stealth checks. And she says, it also renders me completely unaffected by the temperatures of our beloved little island here. So despite it being heavy armor, I can move as fast as I want, and I'm not bothered by heat. Even lava. I've walked along lava in this before.
That's very convenient.
It still hurt.
Be it a
Otherwise I
bit
would survive.
unpleasant. I guess the sacrifices we do
The
to aid
downside,
those.
the downside is if I try to take it off, I will probably die.
Yeah, don't do that. Guess it's a show of your dedication.
Exactly. My dedication to the Royal
Protecting the
family.
throne. +5 to initiative.
So
It's alert, basically, I think.
So Olaf, you're making your way around this little maze area. You're not really seeing too much. You're being a little too cautious. Now you are invisible, so if you did want to scout further ahead.
Yes, but pressure plates. So
True.
Yeah. And magical,
yeah.
just stepping on shit.
When you were
So
over
if it's
here, the
alright-
nearest trap to you was 15 feet this way.
Yeah, so I will turn the corner.
could be
as
one
far
down
as
there.
Here.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but it's fine. I mean, I could do this thing of like, oh, I roll some ball bearings and see if there's a seam or a pressure
I
plate
mean, you
would
totally
be
could
and blah,
if you
blah,
wanted
blah.
to.
I mean, he's looking out for traps.
You
So
are, yeah. So you can give me a perception
Should I
check.
make... 1 second. Perception. 10.
Hey, I managed to make this thing decently well with the dark.
Yeah. So you don't see anything obvious. Nothing obvious is standing out to you about any traps or anything. When you do peer around this corner, you can see that there is a little alcove area in the middle of the two parallel maze areas ahead of you. In the center of which seems to be a pedestal of some kind. You can just barely make out an elaborate golden filigreed something on there. You can't quite make out the details from the angle you're at.
Right. Seeing that, I just want to go down here and check out what's around this corner.
I'm gonna peer in the room as well and see the spiderwebs, and then we'll once again shout out. Careful again, there's spiderwebs so they don't clean us up, so whatever is the trap here either gets rid of bodies or teleports you somewhere, so be careful with what you touch.
No worries, I'm not touching anything, just looking right now.
Good. Careful.
Thank you.
So you are invisible, so you're going to have advantage on your stealth check, Olaf. You are wearing heavy armor, though, so it's going to be halved. Although, it's adamantium.
Do I
no,
have
it's,
disadvantage?
not mithril.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't remember having
Half-plate is
a
disadvantage, but
Right.
I believe
so it's
half-plate is
neutral to
disadvantage.
self check.
Some half plate is, some is not. That is the difference between the best half plate and the
Gotcha.
second best half plate. The best one doesn't make most
it is
advantage.
adamantine half plate, so it's not mithril. So let's see, what about... It'll just be normal half plate, but it negates critical hits.
half plate does do disadvantage.
There you go. So yeah, it's just going to be a flat roll then. For your stealth, as you peer around this corner.
So stealth 4, awesome.
Awesome! Okay, I need to roll something real quick.
I say, I'm not going to be the guy that goes around and does stuff, and then I immediately become the guy.
Okay, so you peer around this corner here, and you see the corner sort of, the corridor squiggles around in a reflection of the one on the other side. But you don't see anything further from the corner there. If you want to peer even further, you're going to have to go a little further.
No, at this point, I feel like it's just going to be not. I'm going to go back.
Give me a perception
as
check.
best I can. So this is genre savvy, right? I'm using genre savvy, not the actual feature, just Olaf's ability. This will be one of those mazes where, like a Minotaur, something will be chasing you, and it'll be the thing of and the more time you spend in here, eventually something will find you.
True, probably.
Some invisible creature.
I do need a perception.
23
check.
crit.
So you heard, this is probably what spooked you, you heard a voice whispering down from the corner where you hadn't looked. It says, "Darkness is coming for you. Your doom is at hand."
I don't make that noise, but I just go like a silent scream and I scamper away.
Beautiful. And again, you saw that there was some sort of gold thing on a pedestal over here.
Okay. Well, why don't we all head in there together if there's something that's trying to get to you.
Nari says, "Did you see the crown? With the opal? We destroyed the crown already. Did you see the opal, though?"
No, there's some like gold filigree thing.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know if I saw this part of it, so I won't say. But there's more to that place I haven't seen yet.
You peered down. You didn't see what was in this alcove here. That was the trade-off because you didn't go further.
Okay, so if all that's safe, then let's just not touch that golden stuff and head through and see if we can face whatever's whispering to you.
Yeah, it was really spooky. I don't like it.
It's okay.
So who all is entering the maze?
Elspeth will enter the maze.
All right. Place your tokens inside of the maze if you're entering the maze.
Oh shit!
We won't necessarily treat it as a battle map just yet. Just place yourself in the maze, if you will.
This maze is why I love battle maps, because this would be impossible to describe Theatre of the Mind.
I think it might actually be better Theater of the Mind because it would just be it's a tangling weave. I don't necessarily have to tell you how it looks.
I guess
Explicitly, I would think. You know, there's a text.
I guess if you're doing Theatre of the Mind, then it would be a lot easier to. It would your mind would fill in the blanks to make it feel more like a maze, and it works. Okay.
There you go. It's a crucifix.
Is Lucia joining us?
Lucia, are you joining us? Nare is going to press forward.
Oh, sorry, I had to put something away, so I kind of missed more than I thought I would have missed.
Because Nare wants this. It is the only thing that she can clearly sort out that she does want. She needs this one way or another.
Reminder, we know that this one is trapped.
Yes.
Yeah, the one in the middle is trapped. We know.
Lucana is not leaving Nare behind, so she's going to be here too. Zal is going to be bringing up the rear.
I think they would be...
No reason not to come
Probably
on.
too big to
So
enter.
the both sides are happy, they would be something like this.
Yeah, Zal is squeezing anyway. So he's just going to peer in the room. And he's going to say, you guys going to be okay in there? I don't really want to try to fight like this.
We should be fine.
All right. So I'll sit back. Anything you want me to babysit? That's not his. Is there anything you want me to babysit?
I'm looking past
Abyssal,
him
it's fine. You
towards-
can spare. You can spare
towards
Biff's
him.
feeling. It's all an abyssal.
So, is there anything you want me to babysit?
Yeah, just hang out with the snakes.
Biff?
And,
Biff would be nice.
and
you know, the guy.
Yeah, just in case. It hopefully shouldn't take too long to get back.
Just
It's been surprisingly good.
guard the human.
He's gonna look at Yorm and he's gonna smile at Yorm. He's gonna say, "You remind me of Baphomet."
Pardon?
Baphomet?
Oh, he said he was from the Abyss. He's from the demon place.
Yeah, I guess.
His lord is the demon king of Minotaurs.
Yorm and
I'm more
Gondor.
surprised that the snake reminds him of Demon Lord of...
Yorm and Gondor curl around his horns because his horns are so big.
Yeah.
Or
If
Gondor
Lucia
curls
knew
around
what
his
was
horns.
happening during this time, she would gloat with her mom killing Baphomet.
Yeah. I think Biff is gonna see you guys going in there, and he's gonna look at Zal and he's gonna say, "I'm gonna go in there with you guys. I'm gonna be brave."
won't
It would be
stay
actually
back
very
then.
nice and reassuring to know that you guys make sure that we have an escape route if there's something happening. Because we know there's allegedly a sphere of annihilation in there, so it would be very dangerous if someone came and closed this door. So if you could actually make sure that that doesn't happen, that would be even more helpful.
You see, Biff nods and looks up, terrified at Zal. Fenrir coming with you?
Fenrir can stay in the back. I think it's getting too complicated.
I'm actually gonna go over to the guy real quick. Hello, Venure. And I will lean in close to him.
I don't want Elspeth to get in trouble and not have me to help.
She's strong. She is managed so far.
Yeah.
You really don't have to worry about. And you don't have to worry about our Minotaur friend.
I wanted to be just like her for so long, and now she's in trouble all the time.
You wanted to be a sexy woman?
Well, I mean, not necessarily. I mean, like, confident and powerful and, like, magic and stuff.
Magic is kind of cool, isn't
And
it?
have great tits, right?
That's
Sorry,
very
not
magic.
right there.
Malice
Yes,
is
it was
in the
right
tits.
there.
Also, this man has great hits already.
Yeah, magic is kind
Oh,
of
do they
cool.
+1?
Yes, he has +1 hits.
That got me more than I should have.
Yeah. This is like Jack Black if he was 2 feet taller and worked out a lot, but was just as big a fan of chips.
Like I said, this is Jack Black if he was trying to act to be the actor for Jon Snow.
Exactly. This
Like
is
I
Jack
said,
Black
we
on
all have
HGH,
our-
human growth hormone. But yes,
our
he's sitting there,
strengths
he's
and
like, I want to be just like her, and I know that I contribute in other ways, but if she's going to go to danger and she's going to get hurt, I can't let that happen. I'll guard the door. I'll make sure that the slab stays open in case something bad happens.
Wait. I would also love to summon thunder
Oh,
and such, but I can't do that, so I push things.
Can we explain to them how to open the door if it closes?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. They know. They understand.
Anyway, good luck. And then
Alright.
I go back to the others into the action dangerous part.
Sven gives the snake standing orders to protect our allies.
Gotcha. So you move into the
I'm
building.
imagining the snake saluting with their tail tips now.
Yes.
Like the front half is like super stiff, standing upright, and then the snake tail is like meh.
Yeah. So you move into the maze. Amazing.
It is.
So there's a couple things that Olaf didn't really fully investigate. He did not look at the gold filigree thing in the central chamber. He did not look into the alcove at the back where the whispering was coming from.
He
Yes.
got spooked.
I think we're going to go to that alcove.
Okay.
I'll have my rapier out and activated. Just in
Anybody want to look at that
Be invisible.
where the trap is?
No.
Okay, so
It'll
you
have
all
some
avert
bullshit
your
like,
eyes.
oh, you're entranced. You must pick up the thing.
maybe.
That whispering picks up again.
1 second, 1 second. Guys, do we want to approach from both sides? We're not, like, channeled into a corridor?
Good idea. You lovers can go there. Team Noxana goes up there.
It's a family picnic and the...
Depart! Your doom is at hand.
Oh, be quiet, please.
I'll be invisible and peek my head around the
Doom is at
corner.
hand. You see what is a familiar sight at this point. There is a large, grinning green devil face. Inside of its mouth is a portal of utter blackness.
Not again.
It's in a sphere of annihilation, I feel like.
Oh, it's just Chloe on the other side. She's the monster in the dark now. And just having fun. Doomed! You're doomed! Ah!
Your head will explode!
You will be forever stuck in the gargoyle statue.
So, what do we want to do?
Is anyone in there?
No.
response.
This boopus.
Right. I have a feeling that if you touch the thing in the middle, then something is going to start coming out of that. Does anyone agree?
Sounds like
It's probably going to be a sphere of annihilation that pops out and chases us down like some...
Right.
Spencer, give me a sword coast equivalent of Scooby-Doo.
Okay.
Probably just Scooby-Doo, honestly, an awakened dog.
There's an awakened dog.
Like
who
that's one
solves
awakened dog that those
cases.
adventuring
Scuba.
partners go with in the mystery wagon.
Yeah, there you go.
It's a mystery.
I mean, you
With
can
all
still
the-
call it a machine.
Volo wrote about them. It's an ongoing series.
Well, doing serious. I think every
Yeah,
time
it's,
he meets them,
it's
they're a little bit more
very
fun.
open,
I was gonna say a theater troupe.
Yeah.
Probably, to be honest, they could just be a theater troupe, like have a stage play about being adventurers, but they're bumbling and stuff, but they still solve it at the end of the day by not like killing. That'd be fun.
What if What if we just try grabbing the thing and running?
I don't want to go. It just looks black, right?
Inky
Not
darkness,
that.
same as the other
It's
faces.
a
like
sphere
this
of
you've seen.
annihilation. I'm not fucking touching a sphere of annihilation, and
Not
neither
the
should
sphere of
you.
annihilation.
You know it's
the,
a sphere of
the
annihilation.
treasure
The
thing.
pocket could have been wrong.
Well, let's go investigate it first. We can probably figure out how the trap works.
Wait.
Yeah.
There's supposed to be Bodak in here. I don't think they meant the song slabs.
All right.
What do you mean?
So, do you think that Bodak is behind the darkness? Do you want to give that a go?
No.
I didn't think so.
No, I just meant
Why are you being
there might be
sensitive?
more than just a sphere of darkness or annihilation.
Well, I don't think there can be much worse than that, to be honest.
We also don't know if the thing in the middle just triggers that. It might also be something else. Death to fire, down to drone, precious air, falling sand doesn't really seem on point
That might be
here.
to do with the trap in the middle. I don't know.
The army sleeps in silence. Well, this guy certainly doesn't sleep because he's not silent.
Yeah.
Both of these don't really seem to work here. And the other three we already did.
Nare is indecisive and getting bored, so she's actually going to shuffle it back this way, and she's going to peer around the corner here. You hear her gasp.
I mean, she would.
No,
have
do not fucking touch it.
I see it! The black opal.
No, I know for a fact that thing is trapped. Do not touch it.
I'm not! Look! Indeed, on a pedestal of stone in the center of this room, there's this beautiful, ornate, like a high medieval gold filigreed crown covered in gemstones of various kinds, in the center of which is a inky black, perfectly round opal sitting inside of one of the clawed, jeweled, like ring casing things at the very top. This looks like it would be wearable, but obviously it's not the original black opal crown, which is just an iron circlet, which she destroyed earlier.
Fucking staring down Nari, making sure she doesn't touch this shit.
No, she's restraining
Let's
herself.
think.
She says, "There it is. That's the black opal crown. That's the symbol of leadership over Chult."
Why don't
read
you
the
see if you
symbol?
can determine anything about the pedestal, Ola?
Yeah, I'd like to make an Arcana check to see if there's some kind of if I can recognize the markings of a magical trap.
Go for it.
26.
Nice.
You don't see signs of a magical trap, which doesn't necessarily mean that it's not trapped. The Wand of Secrets did confirm that. What that would imply that this would be the trigger, and then the actual part of the trap that would be germane to the effects of the trap would be somewhere else. So that whatever the trap is would have some way of sensing this particular space. But this would be the trigger of the trap, which is why the Wand of Secrets pointed out to you.
Do we have to Indiana Jones this shit?
I'd like to make an investigation check to see what the trigger is then. Did I heard that right?
Indiana Jones thing this shit. Touching the crown will trigger whatever it is.
Touching the crown, not removing it, touching it.
Well, you don't know exactly the details of how it functions, but the way this is set up, the purpose would be that if anybody would remove the crown, that's when the trap triggers.
Why don't you try Indiana Jonesing and then we can, like...
Oh no, Olaf's not fucking touching this thing. Every time Olaf touches something, it goes to shit. I'm not doing the Dark Souls thing.
Does
Elspeth's
anything
gonna
stop
try
us?
opening this door up here, just to give us a better escape route.
It's already open.
I mean, that one's already
Oh, it's
They're
already
sunk
open?
into the ground.
Oh, both of them.
Why
Nice.
don't we just all get out of the room, and then Nara picks it up and gets it out of the room with her unseen servant?
We could
That's
just
what
have the
before.
unseen servant retrieve it.
It's a possibility, yeah.
Elspeth, don't you dare say my idea louder just to have it approved.
Guys, I think we should have Mark Sanray use Unseen Servant, and then that will be able to.
I
get
am
the
gonna
foundation.
stunning strike
Oh my
you
God.
until you wish you did never speak.
I
What
think
did you guys ask?
that Lucia had a good idea. There.
Thank you, Sven.
I didn't hear
I'll
anything.
back you up. Also, Nari's really low on health.
She is very low at health. So
I'm doing it.
why don't we all split up just in case this thing is gonna come out and try and kill us. So it's not gonna kill all of us.
Maybe Nari should go back out into the corridor while we do the dangerous things.
Yeah.
She has an unseen servant if you want to use her spell slot on it.
Well, she has an unseen servant. We could use that.
Yeah. It's an idea I am giving you guys for free. I made it.
Holy shit! Holy shit!
Thank you,
Okay.
Spencer, for that great idea. We wouldn't have managed to figure it out on our own.
And he said it louder, so it's his idea.
Yeah, that's how that
So
works.
the maximum Mark Sanray can be away from this is 60 feet, so she'll stand exactly
Okay.
60 feet.
That's
Yeah.
really funny. I'm sorry, that's really funny to me.
Yeah.
And then she'll cast Unseen Servant to retrieve the black opal.
Is there a limit on how much the unseen servant can lift?
I think it was like 15 pounds. Or something. It was surprisingly much.
For simple tasks, the servant's strength has strength of 2.
Of 2. So how do we determine
The
Sorry.
thing is, the thing that's in the crown, it's not going to be that heavy, right?
I mean, Mage Hand, would that work as well? I don't know.
Strength score by 15, so it can carry 30 pounds.
Yeah. Oh, it can push,
Fine.
drag, and lift. Oh, it can push and drag
Hey.
60 pounds. Oh, I think 45 pounds. I'm not sure. But it can drag more than it can lift.
So, the unseen servant pushes its way past you. It is semi-corporeal, so you can feel it pushing past you like a tuft of breeze. It enters the room, heads toward the pedestal. What would Nari have commanded it to do?
Retrieve the black opal crown and bring it to her.
Okay. You watch. Well, you don't watch because you can't see it. All of a sudden, the slabs on the ground slam up towards the ceiling. Lucia, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Sure. 26.
6, you're okay. Do you have, on a success, do you not take any damage?
Yeah, evasion.
Evasion, yeah. In that case, yeah, I wouldn't even bother rolling it. The slabs slam up into the ceiling, closed shut.
What the fuck?
Well, go figure. So you have to mimic the pose, right? So eyes closed and hand, and I will try to open the slab by doing the pose.
Yeah, as you open the door, I need everybody to roll initiative. Please click on your token.
Awesome.
Okay.
So,
There's a
the NPC you
I keep
control
calling
can
it a
follow your turn
Bogart.
initiative.
Is it a Bogart? What's the name? Bogart or
Bodak.
Bodak.
Bodak?
Like
Why I keep calling it a
Bodega,
Bogart?
I don't know, because you're wrong.
Because a boggart is a
Won't
thing.
be fighting
it's a
Borat?
thing.
Oh no, Sacha Baron Cohen! No! That would be really funny. My wife, and then
That movie exists and was as successful as it was is so crazy.
and it actually
movie?
boosted the economy of the country that
Yeah.
that
Borat?
Borat's
By a
from.
not insignificant amount. To be fair, that is not very hard considering that country basically has no economy. Which
what
sounds like a mean thing to say, but it's kind of the truth.
Yeah.
is it? Kazakhstan?
Kazakhstan. Yeah.
Okay, so...
Which is, at least in Germany, known as one of those Stan countries vaguely near where something war is happening. And that's about it.
Elspeth, you can see up ahead 15 feet a turn. All right. You can barely see up ahead that Lucia has opened the door. You see nothing else or anything else particularly helpful.
Okay. I'll just like cautiously walk forward. And that'll be the end of my turn, I guess. I'll ready in action to see if I see any hostiles. So already in act bolt.
Gotcha.
And I guess Roxanne will do the same with an Eldritch Blast.
I liked it for Sven's side. The thing slammed shut and instantly slammed open again. I'm guessing in this case the one in front of Sven is also open like before.
Come on. Just give me the token. I'll give you an unseen servant token.
Aha. The unseen servant got bit buff.
Yep.
Bodak, Kodak, Pitbull.
If you say Bodak 3 times into the black void, then the Bodak will appear and grant
Which
you a
looks
wish.
a lot like
Bodak.
Pitbull.
Okay, so Elspeth, you don't
Mr.
see anything
Worldwide.
particularly helpful up ahead of you. Prepare. Nare, what is she going to do?
Same thing, just readying a Eldritch Blast.
Gotcha. All right.
Can she freely command the guy?
She can command it to move on her turn.
I guess she'll. I guess she'll command it to bring it closer. I think it's just got 30 feet of movement. Let me check.
30 or 20 or 2.
Oh, it would take the damage because it only has 1 hit point, so it probably would the spell probably be over.
The damage was for Lucia for standing next to a slab. That wouldn't
Yeah.
have affected the.
Okay.
It would have crushed
So-
the pieces.
Okay. In that case, it will just move over here. It can move 15 feet, so it will be there.
Gotcha. So you see the crown is hovering in space in front of you, Lucia.
Well, the opal. We have the crown without the opal.
Oh, so it plucked the crown off of the opal?
No,
was
we
the
got
opal
the
in the
actual
crown?
crown of Zalcore without the opal, so this one should only be the opal,
No,
right?
it's a fake
It might
crown.
be another crown
There's a gold
housing the
crown.
opal.
That's what I was saying. There's a
Yeah.
fancy gold crown that it's in place on top of. Anyway, there's a creature that is unseen that gets to go before you.
Oh, more invisible stalkers.
So
no.
you hear... No, you're about to see it. Lucia, you're appearing in. You see the crown approaching you. You reach out your hands to grab the black opal crown. You hear this deep inhale, just a... and crawling along the wall like a spider is this lanky, goopy, gangly humanoid with draped in black tatters of clothes. I have some art to share with you for this one. Because for some reason this encounter has art associated with it.
Oh, it's the Mega Bodak.
I think I vaguely remember the art. Yeah, with the thing crawling out of
He
the
said,
mouth.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Which is
That's
fucking
cool.
cool. It's a really good art.
this gnarly, gangly creature comes crawling around the corner, mouth dangling open. And because you could see it and you are looking in this direction, you can't change your facing at the moment.
Makes sense.
Does Elspeth
Oh.
see it?
I moved the wrong one first. No, I think at the moment with the angle, that is the end of its movement. Only Lucia can see it.
The wrong one. Are you telling me there's 2?
Shh.
I don't want to fight 2 Bodaks. To be fair, we're high enough level that we can completely annihilate one, but...
These guys are like
Okay.
CR5, so I think if we kill 2 of them, we get very close to leveling up.
Ooh, it says as it comes around the corner. And I'm going to...
Oh yeah, we leveled up at 64,000. I'm at like 60,000
Yeah.
now.
So, you need to give me a Constitution saving throw as you lock eyes with it. This is not an action on behalf of the Bodak. It just happens.
Well,
Oof, fuck, wait, okay.
DC 13 Constitution saving throw.
Oh. Yeah, if you fail by 5 or more, you reduce to 0 hit points, not immune to being frightened.
I
You
don't
will
have
follow this up
anything
with an
to help.
action. But you definitely...
I mean, I'm at 0 hit points.
So basically,
I just fall over.
this creature like crawls along the wall like the ring girl, and peers around with its mouth hanging open. And goes, "Ah!" Can't say.
I mean, I failed the con save by more than 5, so I fall over and am
I'm sorry, I
at
didn't
0.
realize you had rolled it already. Do you have any inspirations you want to use?
I still have 0 inspiration because we didn't get inspiration in the last 15 sessions.
Oh, sorry. I'll be better about that. I think with that, it is going to use its action to pluck the black opal crown out of the hands of the unseen servant. Is the unseen servant able to resist that sort of thing?
It has a strength score, so I guess unless it's trying to attack the
So
unseen
let's do
servant.
an athletics contest as it tries to yank the crown out of its hands.
Okay, it would be a 2, so it would be a -4.
Well, the
Come on,
Bodak got a
crit.
9. Well, there you go.
You
So
got a
the
2.
Bodak
Would
has taken the crown
would-
away.
Would that bring it into view of Elspeth and Roxanne?
No, you would have just seen... Oh, no, you would, because you would see the hand. It deliberately
Yeah,
just...
you would.
It was at floor level and it peered up at Lucia. So I don't think you saw it when it
Yeah.
gazed at Lucia. But you would see the hand because Lucia's going to drop down. So I'll give it a
Cool.
+2 AC for the angle as it takes the
Yep.
crown away, but go for it.
Nat 20, let's
Hey,
go!
that fucker.
All right, go for it.
That is some very good
Yeah,
rolls.
29
That's
damage.
29 damage.
You blast it with lightning. It shrieks and withers away. Let's see about Nare. Nare's shooting through a lot of people.
Not with
Doesn't matter.
advantage, but it's a 22 and
Doesn't
25.
fucking matter. Let's see the damage.
18.
Blasts it with force. Bodak shrieks and withers. It used its action. It used its movement. It used its ability. So that is that. It continues
the-
hanging out around the corner. Oh no! It does
I'm
have
gonna go
it does have a bonus action.
Oh.
So as a bonus action on its turn, it is going to activate its Aura of Annihilation. So while active, the aura deals 5 necrotic damage to any creature that ends its turn within 30 feet of the Bodak. Undead and fiends ignore it.
Okay.
So
That's
within
not
30
good for
feet.
Lucia.
It's not very good for me. No.
That's gonna be everybody at the
next few
moment.
turns dragging Lucia away.
So
It was the Orb of Annihilation all along.
So the rest of you feel this cold necrotic energy creeping over you. You feel like if you stay this close to the creature, you're gonna be in trouble. Sven. It's not your
Yes.
turn yet. Mia.
I know, I just did it in a map.
Gotcha.
I am. Am I aware that there is things going on? Am I aware of this combat?
Where are you? You'd hear the sounds of it. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm way over here.
How do I whisper to somebody?
Slash whisper
Slash W.
slash
Or you can
W
just DM
space and then
them
name it should
on
auto give you
Discord.
auto-filled suggestions.
I guess.
I remember having these veggie nuggy ones, but they didn't use soy or anything. They actually made a veggie, like an Indian
Yeah, no,
noodles.
Spencer.
Really nice.
Gotcha. So
I
yes,
can't make it.
So you can
I
hear
cannot
sounds.
reach this combat.
you can hear sounds of combat. So what would Sven do knowing that? You
As a
necessarily
free
know the
action, can
details.
we shout
Yeah.
to tell Sven that something's happening?
So you could shout that Lucia's gone down.
Lucia's gone
Okay.
down! Try to stay away! There's something in here that's quite deadly!
Stay away. Okay.
Or keep a distance!
I back
It
up.
actually... Yeah, it might be the best to back up. But be ready to rush in the moment this thing lets its guard down. We'll let you
Okay. Okay.
If that's,
Okay.
like-
I guess.
know! If that's within the permittance of a free action to speak.
Yeah, that's fine. So you back up, Sven. We go to Lucia.
I have rolled my death save,
You have.
and I
End
will
of your
take
turn?
a failed death save from the damage of the aura.
Yeah, you
It was
watched,
not an at 20, so I am not up.
You watch as the veins on Lucia's neck and shoulders and face go black with necrotic energy as she is rotted away from the inside. Now the other Bodak goes before Olaf.
Oh no. Good thing it was not there before it was my turn, because then I would have gotten hit by 2 separate auras, killing me potentially. Depending on what I rolled.
So you watch the hands of the Bodak disappear for a moment. You can't see what happens to it, but the Bodak is now in full cover from you guys. Yeah, and then I guess...
Oh, I guess I would have the lady on my turn as well, but she will definitely be next to Nari and protect.
Oh, that's a good point, yeah.
She readies in action to attack anything that tries to harm Nari.
Gotcha. Olaf, it is your turn.
Can I pick up Lucia?
You could still try. I'm kidding. She weighs like 20 pounds. You're fine.
Yeah, and
I'm not that light. I'm a normal weighing person.
That's
now
true.
with
You're a normal weighing person now.
pounds.
So you're going to be like, what, 110?
Oh,
120?
no, it's now an impedance
94
for me
pounds
to help you.
plus whatever I have on me, which is
54
not
kilograms.
Okay,
Toss
if it's
her over
alright
your
with you,
shoulder
I'd
like a
like to
sack of
get to
potatoes.
here and put Lucia like here or here.
Gotcha.
Can someone maybe feed me a potion or something? Or make me die? That would be very lovely.
Then, because that's my object interact, because as we all... No, I'm not going to make that joke. Even though I basically did.
Was it the
Dead
joke
bodies are
about
objects.
women?
She's not dead yet.
She's not
Unconscious people also count as objects, but he was going to make the women joke.
I will
I mean,
cast
women are
Cure
objects.
Wounds
We
on
all
you.
know this.
Oh, heck, even at the higher level?
Even at high levels,
It's
women
my
are still
last
objects.
spell slot.
Women
It's
are
my
still
last spell
objects, even at
slot, so
high
I had
levels,
to.
yes.
So here you go.
Sorry, that's a bad joke.
Oh, I forgot to use my...
You feel as iron fibers, and not iron fibers because that would give you tetanus, but like non-toxic metal stitching begins to close up your wounds.
Nice.
I don't
I guess
have
it's-
wounds. My mind just was like, fuck this. And
Too scared. Too spooky.
Fine, I make you bite down on a wooden spoon and I slap you and it fixes your brain.
Funny thing, Liv would have been immune to that because it doesn't do shit if you are immune to being feared, and I think she had immunity to fear.
It also, the aura of annihilation does not affect fiends.
Yes.
And I think she was a
She was a
fiend.
She was a fiend, yeah.
So that
So-
So
is.
you would
yeah.
be an absolutely murder machine against Bodax.
So that would have had to be your entire movement to get through all that difficult terrain of people. You lay
Yeah,
down,
no.
you action.
If it means I have to be closer and still be within the Bodak range, I just want to get Lucia safe. I'm not
Absolutely.
letting Lucia die again.
Huh. Thank you. Appreciate it.
You guys look up the skull or the devil face next to you. You can see inside of its maw is a depiction of a sarcophagus inside of a tomb. The sarcophagus is surrounded by what look to be warriors standing at attention, all facing the center. But it seems to be a mural inside of the mouth. There are magical lights in there.
Is Olaf missing any hit
Last-
points?
Thing.
Olaf is missing about 14 hit points.
As Olaf is like running past me and casting Cure Wounds on Lucia, could I use this ability?
Is this a reaction?
Yes, it is a reaction. If Olaf uses me as an arcane focus, I can affect the spell with a meta magic.
Gotcha. And you are married, so
So-
he probably has used you as a
Yeah.
arcane focus, if you know what I mean.
Whoa, buddy! Whoa! That's
I
that's
would-
in the after hours show, buddy.
I would like to affect it with Twin Spell to heal Olaf as well.
Gotcha.
So do I just re-roll the healing, or do I use the same?
You do it. You roll it again, right? Because it now
Because I'm
targets.
I'm effectively
ye-
casting the spell twice.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you can give the meta magic option to someone else.
Yeah, if they use me as a focus. But I have to spend an extra...
Wait.
Since you
It
forgot.
cost me an extra 2 sorcery points. That was 3 sorcery points in total for that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I feel bad for getting more healing out of
Very
this than Lucia did.
So,
Oh wait, no. What level did you cast it at?
Second level.
It would be extra 4. It would be 4 sorcery points in total then.
Oh, apologies.
so it is your turn
No,
now.
I
Abby,
wanted to do that.
for Elspeth and Nare. You get your reaction
Yep.
back. Also, the death gaze ability. I feel like this is how all the gazes should work. Like basilisks and medusas almost never work because it's so hard to get in a position where people are actually fucking looking at them because everybody declares they're turning their eyes away.
Yep.
So it's at the beginning of my turn. I decide whether I'm averting my gaze, right?
That doesn't work for this. If you can see the
No,
Bodak,
it's,
it will force you to make this save. So you will have
I
to
think
blind
it's
yourself.
Bodak making you make the save when you
That's
can
the
see it.
turn. Okay. Unless surprised, a
Oh, yeah,
creature
yeah.
can avert
Unless
its
you can.
eyes to avoid. I won't
It's
anyway.
to attack.
I'm just thinking for future turns. I will tell Mark Sandwich
Oh, we
to
did the
avert
thing
eye.
wrong.
What?
Because we weren't surprised and I would have to make the save at the start of my turn, and at the start of my turn I could have said I avert my gaze.
When a creature that can see the Bodak's eyes starts its turn within 30 feet of the Bodak. Oh, that's
read the
fucking
second paragraph.
stupid. It should,
It's weird
it
that-
should happen at the start of the Bodak's turn, not the other
It
character's
should,
turn.
yeah, I mean, it should be when you see the Bodak, not on your turn. They make this because they're scared to be mean to players, because imagine
Yeah.
having someone actually
Yeah.
die in a D&D game.
I mean, I guess
I
this
prefer
way...
the way that you did it, where the Bodak came around. It would be natural that I would look at it,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
the thing would happen.
I don't want to get political, but the way that the D&D designers are talking about the 5.5 edition, they really hate DMs, honestly.
Yeah.
They hate what?
Anyway, I'm not going to avert my gaze because I want to look at it.
Gotcha.
I'm going to place...
I'm just going to keep doing this at this... although I guess if this is the start of other creatures' turns, it can happen multiple times in a round, where if it's just the Bodak's turn, it's only once.
I'm going to place a implosion right here. It would spread around corners, so if there's a...
Gotcha. Good call. But you're not averting your gaze.
Nope. So I will make the con
Gotcha.
save.
Yeah, it will force you to. You're okay.
12. I take some
you're
damage.
not. Yeah, you take.
Yeah,
13 psychic.
the likelihood of falling unconscious from this is so fucking low. Like, why the fuck does a CR5 creature have
It's low for me.
11 psychic damage, and then I need to make some con saves.
Yep.
Who's in control of Lucana?
Oh,
I am.
actually,
Yeah.
before you roll saves, I might change this to a different spell.
Oh, okay. What spell would you want to use instead?
I'm going to cast Storm Sphere, because
Ooh, okay.
this is the one where I don't actually have to
Yeah.
see them to be able to make the attack.
True. Does
So
that go
it is a
around corners?
20-foot radius. Right, I'll put it right in the... I'll put it same place, actually. Right there,
But
20-foot
does it
radius
go around
there.
corners is the question.
It does go around corners.
Okay. Ellipse. 20.
20-foot radius emerald
Fuck,
splash.
why would it... Okay. 20-foot radius is...
Yeah, so they make a strength save. I'll take 2d6 bludgeoning when it
20
appears.
feet, 20 feet.
Just 5.
20 feet. I can measure 20 feet.
It's 20-foot radius.
20-foot radius. Twice that size. How about that's... How about... I think that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that? Like that?
A bit... one more square to the left and up. So yeah, one bit to the left. Perfect.
Okay.
And I'll use my bonus action to send the attack, the lightning arcing out from the center towards the Bodak.
Okay, gotcha. That's an attack roll, right?
Yes. 22 to hit.
22. They have to make a dex save when it shows up, right? Or am I imagining?
Strength save. Strength save.
Okay. The unseen servant is destroyed. There's... It'll
Yes.
take
Yeah.
damage either way. Bodak, strength save. Ooh, okay. What happens on fail?
On a fail, they take 2d6. They take 5 bludgeoning. On a success, they take half of that.
Okay.
And they both fail, so it's just 5 bludgeoning for each of them.
Yep. Gotcha. And then you wanted to attack the one that you could sort of see?
Yes, and I have advantage because it's inside, so that was the 15 and 22. Oh, no, that's the damage it was rolling. It's not actually rolled well. Weird.
Wasn't it that it just hits because they can't touch it? Or did they actually have it?
No, it does still have to hit. There we go.
Okay.
So I'll just do this one. It's with advantage, so it's 23.
Yeah, it hits.
And then 16 lightning on that
16.
Bodak.
You destroy this Bodak.
Nice.
It's that weak? What? I thought they had way more
It's
HP.
a paradoxical thing about D&D. There's a lot of enemies that are super weak but really deadly.
Me and Roxanne got 45 damage on it to begin with.
I mean, I could
Yeah, I
boost
thought they had like 100.
I could boost their hit points.
Don't tempt fate, guys. Don't tempt fate.
You
That's the end of my
are
turn.
fighting. There is more than 4 of you, and these are all the CR is scaled based off of 4 enemies. We've got like at least 3 extra PCs in this battle, so I could add.
Just add another Bodak.
No, I got it. It's still up, but it's nearly dead.
Okay.
Just
Roxanne
CR
will.
Don't worry about it.
Roxanne will avert
Since
her
you're-
gaze and won't do anything.
Gotcha. Since you want to,
But she will
fight,
move.
of course.
She'll move back to get outside of the aura. I'll move back just slightly.
And there's actually something that a lot of the Pathfinder modules do good. They say,
That's the end of
hey,
my-
we expect this many adventurers in this thing. And then they usually have like little tables where it's like, okay, if you have 6 instead of 4, then do this to make that fight balanced.
So I
And it
gave them an extra
kinda works
25 HP
well.
each. That'll make this a little more fun.
Yeah, it should be fun.
Chance for everybody
Should
to
be fine.
shine as heroes.
I shined
okay.
by falling unconscious.
So this Bodak. Elspeth, you ended your turn within the aura. So I need you to suffer 5 necrotic damage. Which I think you resist. Do you resist necrotic damage,
Yep,
Abby?
she does.
Yes, I do. I do.
Alright, there you go. So only 2 necrotic damage.
Ooh.
This Bodak is not going to come around the corner. I realized the difference. Withering Gaze is the one that's in action. It has 2 of them. I thought that was the same ability, just pace it twice. It is not. It is going to appear down the hallway. Elspeth, it is going to face you. Could you? I need you to give me another Constitution saving throw. You don't have to see it this time. It just has to see you.
Okay.
Why wouldn't it roll the damage? Why would it have the damage just typed out?
I reduce this by a quarter. This is a quarter damage because I'm resistant and passed the save.
There you go. 23 halved is
11 half is 5.
11, 5.
Take another 5 necrotic. Well, 5 necrotic. As this withering gaze peers out at you. That was 5, and then 5, or 10, and then you can't see it anymore.
Okay. Does it leave the sphere?
Yes. You get any
I
reactions on
have
that
the
when it leaves the sphere?
opportunity to do something really funny. But it takes setup.
Okay. It's Sven's turn now.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna run in.
You're gonna run in? Alright.
Dude.
Oh, you run into a Bodak. It is
Ah.
crawling along the ground. It screeches at you with this horrible, like loose jaw, open jawed face. You didn't start your turn here though, so it can't do its death gaze.
Bonus action rage. Flame tongue great sword.
Go for it. Miss.
Try again.
That's it.
Hit. Ah!
That is its remaining hit points.
Screeches. Did I kill it?
Yep. Kill
Yay! So Sven runs in, runs into this thing, screams.
Stab. Beautiful.
I still have movement, so that was 10, 20, 30, 40.
And you see a storm raging in front of you.
Oh, I also just
That's it.
remembered something. Didn't they have some very weird damage immunities? I think one of them was thunder or lightning.
Oh, they're immune to fire, so it's not dead. It's at 5
It
hit
took
points.
10 slashing plus 2 rage.
But were they
So-
immune to lightning as well? Or was
Well,
it thunder?
not enough.
It was one of those
Cold,
two, I
fire,
think.
necrotic, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing for non-magical attacks. Oh no,
So
sorry,
it
those were
also didn't-
resistances immune to lightning and poison. Fuck,
Well, I did fire.
You know
Oh.
So Abby did not do any damage to them, so the fight just got naturally
gonna-
way harder.
add 50
So maybe
hit points
don't
back.
increase the HP then.
That's right, yeah, that's a good idea.
Can I have my 4th level slap back? Because I did hit it with an arc bolt and would have seen that it did no damage.
You know, this is too complicated to undo now. They're now immune to lightning from this point forward.
Okay.
They adapted.
They adapted,
Improvised,
yes,
adapt,
exactly.
overcome.
Are they supposed to have fire
I
damage?
forgot to look at. I was looking at all of its abilities. So it resists cold, fire, necrotic, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing. It is immune to lightning and poison, and it has a bunch of condition immunities too that have not come up yet. It is still standing though. After all of that, it has 2 hit points remaining.
Did it take rage damage?
Yes, I incorporated the rage damage to it as well.
Okay, I guess I don't keep running. I just are at it.
You end your turn within 30 feet of it. You didn't know about the aura just yet.
Snakes. So they'll come after me.
Fair enough. End of your turn, you take 5 necrotic damage.
And then the snakes enter it.
Who's
Snakes.
who's got control of Zal, the Minotaur?
No one.
Well, who
do
was
you
going
want me
to
to
control
do
the
it?
combat? Was that going to be?
I tried to figure that out, and nobody answered me.
Do you want him, Olaf? You like his voice.
Sure.
All right. So
It's
he
me,
would have taken
Zal.
5 at the end of your turn. He's not in combat.
He's
but
not
he's in
within-
range. I'll have him
Alright.
take that damage and then scuttled backwards.
Okay.
Snakes.
Push Jack Black back.
No, he's not in the aura. It's fine.
Okay. So Yorm, who has a 60-foot movement, is going to catch up to her person
Yeah.
and is non-magical, therefore is not going to do any of that. She is going to
Resist non-magical.
resist non-magical. Okay. So she'll come forward. She'll attempt to bite.
That is it.
That's 3 piercing.
Which is 1 piercing, immune to the poison. It is still up to 1 hit point.
Got her.
Gondor comes charging
Got her.
through.
Oh, Gondor
I don't
would
know if Gondor
go
can make it.
on my bonus action. I think I raged, so Gondor
yeah.
can't.
Fair enough. Gondor stays out. Gondor's outside of the aura anyway, so Gondor doesn't have to worry about the hit point reduction. Yorm is
Gondor-
going to take 5
Yeah.
necrotic damage, though.
Unfortunately, Gondor can't bonus action add acid
Yeah.
because he can't see us.
Right. In that case, Lucia, you're conscious again.
Yay!
I'm a
I
great
use
DM,
help
you
if people
guys.
get up.
I don't forget things all the time. I can read.
Reading is hard.
I
Don't worry about
can't.
it. Here, that was something.
What's this?
Was very weird.
Okay,
I've
it
been
can
whispering
move
at
and
me.
use its reaction on its own. So
Gotcha.
Gondor would have gone before Yorm, so he could have gotten close enough to see when she bit, and then added 6 acid damage to that attack.
Okay, you can do the acid damage, but Gondor will take 5 points of necrotic
Or
damage.
1d6. Yes. 1d6 acid damage. That's 2, which is reduced to
It is
1,
dead. It does not
If
take.
anything, which
it does
means
not
it
resist,
died.
so it takes all of it. Yeah, the Bodok is dead.
which means Gondor does not take damage.
Oh,
Or
you're
no, Yorm doesn't
Yorm
take damage. Gondor does.
Yeah.
Because... Sorry.
Yeah, Yorm. Yeah, we're good. Moving on. Lucia,
Are we still in combat?
we are. There's another
Okay.
Bodok somewhere.
Somewhere. The sphere does not exist, right?
No, it's still up. It's just they're immune to it now because I forgot to look up.
Honestly, I find it hard to argue why I would now, how much HP I have, and considering that I would have to use my actions to even get there, why I would go there, so, action dodge.
Fair enough. Action dodge. Lucana is in
Lucana will go back to
guarding Nare.
defend her princess.
Very nice. In that case, Bodak turn. You hear a grinding sound. Elspeth, you could just barely see. Can you see through the storm sphere? Is the storm sphere opaque?
I can see through it. It's essentially just like whirling air and lightning,
Gotcha.
but I can see it.
Oh, you couldn't see with the angles anyway. It's occluded. That's why it's only 5-foot corridors, so you can't see around corners easily for line of sight. Nice. Yeah, all of a sudden the stone slabs close, grind up into the ceiling again, and then it's Olaf's turn.
Okay, I guess it's on a timer. Right, so we can't see anything, which is good. Snakes are in there.
It's not because the crown is still in there, right?
Yeah, there's at least one. We don't know that one of them is dead. I don't know if. 1 second. Yeah, okay. I'm assuming. Would Sven call out, saying that one of the Bodax
Doors
is
are
dead?
shut. Doors are completely soundproof. Sven can't call anything to you.
Fuck. Okay.
You also don't know Sven's in there necessarily. No, Sven, you would have heard Sven come in there and have combat.
We did shout to Sven, what was going to happen. I guess what I could do is... Elspeth, should we open the gates again and see if we can fight through it, or is it too dangerous?
No, we need the crown.
Okay, I'm gonna run forward, and from here I'll try to do the symbol.
Doesn't quite
cover
work
my face, raising my hand.
Doesn't work from that distance. Doesn't work from that distance.
Does that work?
You got to be 5 feet. You got to be the square next to the door to open the door.
Oh my god.
You got to touch it with your hand, sort of a thing.
I can't even get there.
Okay. You can dash. It is a free action to make the motion because you're just posing.
Yeah, but I don't want to leave myself hung dry there. So I'm gonna get behind my wife, I'm gonna prepare an action to fireball to Bodak.
Absolutely. Elspeth. Unless you want the Minotaur to do something.
Minotaur is gonna bump and defend the door.
All right. End of his turn. He
won't
takes
we
another
end our
5
turns and then
necrotic damage.
and so will I, won't I?
Yeah, you're not affected by an aura anymore, but Zal is. So Zal takes 5 necrotic damage. I removed it already.
Okay.
And then it is Abby's turn.
Elspeth will move up and perform symbol.
Absolutely. The door slides open. You see your storm sphere. You see no sign of a Bodak. You might see the dead one over here.
Yeah, was that the one that had the crown?
I did. It doesn't seem to have the crown anymore.
Oh, fuck. I'll shout, Sven, you alright in there?
You're, muted, Ben.
Sorry, I forgot I was muted. I just roared. I just went. Roar.
I'm gonna move over here.
Gotcha.
Do I see anything?
No. More corridor.
I'm gonna dash over here.
Okay. That yawning mouth is gaping there. You don't hear the whispering coming out of it anymore.
And it's still just purely black.
Inky blackness.
How high are the ceilings in there? Because we were in there earlier. How high are the ceilings?
I believe 10 feet. That would make sense, because they're 5-foot corridors. 10 feet.
Okay. There's just like, how much of it can they really get up onto?
I'll just. Where was I? There. That's 50. I'll just move back up 10 feet. Make my strength save against my own storm sphere.
You're good.
So strong.
And that's the end of my turn, I guess.
You take
Like, suddenly
5 points of necrotic damage because you are within 30 feet of the other Bodak.
So 2.
Yep. Nari gets to go.
Now do you think she would want to come in and try and get the crown, or would she hang back?
Honestly, let's see a morale check if she's going to do something stupid. You tell me, above 10 or below 10, which one is the one where she goes in and rushes for the crown?
Above 10.
Okay. Then you can give me a D20 check from her.
No.
She does not. She decides to be smart about it and delegate tasks.
Yep, that's it for us.
Okay. She is not within 30 feet of a Bodak, so we move on. This Bodak is dead. Sven, it's your turn. You can turn around and look at the door, and you can see on this side of the door, in the flickering of your torch-lit sword, you could see the mural is changed on this side. Instead of the left hand being raised and pointed towards the door, instead the right hand is raised, or would be. This depiction of the Bodak, the arm is severed at the elbow, and it is presenting this severed arm towards the door. Seek Heiling, if you will.
What?
It's saluting the door.
It's saluting the door with an amputated arm.
Wouldn't the door be open because Elspeth got through?
Oh, fuck, you're right. You would have seen that earlier. Elspeth opened it. They both opened at the same time. You're correct.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
Basically, if you're trapped in here, to open the door from the inside, you have to remove your right arm somehow.
Oh, fuck.
That's what you're getting.
That's fun. I stare into the storm sphere.
You don't see anything in you can give me a wisdom perception check if you want to.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Although
that's a natural 20.
Oh, hey, there you go. So you can roll that into one of your attacks. You see that it is hunkering in the corner here. It has
Which corner?
There.
There. Okay, so I can make it do it.
Flattened itself against the corner, but you can absolutely run around. That was your action to try to find it, because it does have a.
That was my action.
One of your attack actions is how.
Okay, so I could do another attack.
It's hard
action.
to see because it has a very high passive stealth, and it's also inside a storm. 14, unfortunately, is not enough to get through its hard exterior.
Okay. I guess it's here. I found it.
Sven cries out, "It's here! They found it!"
Ah!
What about the snakes?
They'll
your bonus
chase
action.
after me.
Would you tell?
Yeah, bonus action, Gondor chase.
Gondor chase.
What's his speed? I always forget what his speed is. 40 feet. He's just as fast as I am.
Well, there you go. Nice. So
he chased. And he can't do anything.
No, but you both take 5 necrotic damage at the end of your turn.
Yeah, I know. I'll do all the damages at once.
Awesome.
Gondor can reach the Bodak. And so, sorry, no, not Gondor. Yorm. Yorm has a fly speed of 60. So So she runs in, or flies in, and she's gonna bite. And that's a 21
That is
to
a
hit.
hit. So only half damage from the piercing.
And
That's,
your Gondor adds, with his reaction, an extra 5 acid damage.
very nice. You have damage to the Bodak.
And then all 3 of us take a little bit of damage.
5 necrotic. Lucia and Lucana.
Hello, Lucana will stay at the princess's side, being ready to attack anyone who tries to harm the princess. And Lucia is gonna... What am I gonna do with the Sorcerer? It's kinda there, and kinda not fun. I could do a thing that makes the Bodak basically useless, but it will also make other people besides me semi-useless. And I think that is a trade-off that I'm willing to take to use a class feature I have not used yet.
How is lighting affected inside the Sword Sphere, Elspeth? Happy? Does it mention anything about lighting?
It doesn't now.
Okay.
That doesn't matter because I will use 2 key points to cast darkness on the center of this room.
Okay.
And with the changes to Monk, Shadow Monk,
So
I can see through this darkness.
Yeah,
which
do you
is
want to
cool.
overlap it with the Storm Sphere?
I would like to put it right dead in the center of the room, like
Okay.
on here.
So that is a 15-foot radius. Saviara.
It would cover almost all of the room besides a bit of the on the south.
So 15-foot radius is 3 that way. 3
Now,
that way.
funny thing, the Bodak has to see the target for all of its gazes.
I think for
Or a creature that the Bodak can... a creature that can see the Bodak?
No.
Right.
For the one gaze, it is the Bodak sees you and you take the necrotic damage. For the other one, if you can see the Bodak and the Bodak sees you, it can force you to make a save.
Death Gaze. When a creature that can see the Bodak's eyes starts its turn within 30 feet of the Bodak can force it to make... So it doesn't need to see you for the Death Gaze one.
Read the next line. It can. It does have to.
If the Bodak isn't incapacitated and can see the creature.
Oh. Fuck. And then Withering Gaze is one creature that can see the Bodak within 60 feet of it. Oh, the Withering Gaze is the one that it doesn't have to see you. You just have to see it. Oh, fuck. No, I flipped that. God fucking damn it. I can read. There we go.
Yes, you can.
Darkness.
Actually.
No parents.
And, well, that's my action.
Okay.
I would actually like to go into the darkness, but the problem is there's a storm sphere.
Yeah. You take 5 necrotic damage, by the way, because you're within 30 feet of it.
I'm thinking of moving back a bit.
Oh, that's fair, too.
I will move back a bit because I still have 10-foot movement left and I don't want to take the necrotic
There you go.
damage. I'm guessing it's more like this unsettling feeling of the aura, and then you will notice when you're out of it.
Yeah. Is Lucana going to do anything?
Now she's still there preparing the action to attack anyone who dares to attack the princess.
Gotcha. All right, the Bodak is going to go. The Bodak is within darkness. It is in the Storm Sphere. Does the Storm Sphere do damage to it while it's remaining in the Storm Sphere?
When it ends its turn there.
Okay, and the damage type is bludgeoning or lightning?
Bludgeoning. Magical bludgeoning.
Okay. That is important to know.
Actually,
it would have earlier action.
Because it's immune to lightning, I will just drop the concentration, I guess. So
okay,
no one else is taking damage.
Would you do that before its turn?
I'll do it after its turn.
Gotcha.
I'll do it after its turn.
So this is a strength save. I don't think I did this earlier because it did end a turn inside the Storm Sphere earlier, and I forgot to ask you about that. So I'll do it twice. There's a 10 out of 10, 2 fails.
I'll roll 2d6 twice. So 13 damage.
Gotcha. Magical bludgeoning, which is not resisted or immune. Wonderful. The Bodak is then... Oh, that would be the end of the Bodak's turn. That doesn't matter. It can't use its gaze action, so instead it is just going to... Oh.
Beaky left.
Habiki.
I can stop streaming.
It is going to try to punch Sven with disadvantage. That is a 7. It does not hit. Because it can't see Sven. It is then going to try to scramble away from Sven. So would you and Yorm want to make opportunity attacks against the Bodak? Sven?
Of course we would.
I think you need to see creatures to make opportunity attacks.
You do need to see them.
Could they...
Yeah.
His hidden actually doesn't...
We know it's
benefit in
there.
any way. You know it's there. It's just disadvantage because it's like invisible.
Yeah.
At least
Same
that's
one?
how I'm ruling it.
That's
I
a
think
10.
hidden is its own
So
separate
that
thing.
fails.
But
I give the snake disadvantage. That's a 13 to hit.
sadly, no.
Okay.
I did say that it did take the damage already for the Storm Sphere. So
It's getting away!
I guess it would have to end its turn within the Storm Sphere because I've committed to that already. And then its turn ends, and you can drop the Storm Sphere, Elspeth. Concentration is dropped. Olaf, it is now your turn. Oh, on its way out, it would have definitely kicked the Black Opal Crown so that the door is shut again.
Yeah. Oh, it is something continuous on the crown. I thought it was on the pedestal. Wait, does it?
It's when you remove the crown from the pedestal. So you can...
Oh, we put it back and then took it off again.
Took it off again, yeah.
I'm gonna do the symbol to let them open
Very
up.
good. You left hand up in the air, hand on your heart, over the door. Slab slides open.
Yep.
And I see the Bodak from here, considering I would see it in the
No,
darkness.
all you see is inky darkness. Oh, Lucia doesn't, and Olaf doesn't either.
So wherever it is not somewhere here.
No, you would not see it, Lucia, where you are.
I'm gonna start going.
It is not on the edge of the darkness. It's
Oh,
somewhere
hey,
further down.
Olaf! You emerge from the darkness, and I'm going to put you right here because the Bodak was right in that space you put your token. So you come around the corner and you see it. It peers up at you with its horrible, awful face.
Do I have to make a con save?
No, that's the start of your turn.
Okay. Well,
I
Kakunk.
feel like it should be when you see it for the first time on your turn, as opposed to at the start of your turn.
It should be. It is alt design.
11 is a miss. 24 is a hit. You want to roll your recharge real quick to see if you get it back?
It should be been a minute since we last had combat, so don't make me recharge.
Did you use... Oh, you haven't used it yet. You're correct. So let's get a strength save. It's okay. Only 3 force.
Still takes 14 bludgeoning. It's over here!
Boom.
I'd recommend going into the Sphere
Wham
of
it with a
Darkness.
hammer.
to
Any
enter the
bonus actions?
vision things.
Bonus actions. Let me just see. I don't have any spell slots left, but I'll see if I've got something.
Go back into the darkness so you're safe from it.
Yeah, I will go back into the darkness.
That was the idea. I gotta use the weird spell I have now, right? Can
If
you move
step
one
away
further?
from the Bodak? The Bodak
Actually,
opens up
I
to
would
you.
not even be able to get to it because I had to move here
Yeah.
and then like that. So unless like if you're alright with that, like I poke
Oh
out.
yeah.
And do
I
the
just
attacks and then-
needed to move you off the square it was on. I didn't care which square you were on.
Okay, but yeah, by my movement, I don't think I'd be able to get back in the darkness.
Gotcha.
But you're taking the spot that I need to attack.
You take 5 necrotic damage at the end of your turn. Lucana or Zal can't get into the room. Zal is more than 30 feet away. Abby, Elspeth's turn. You know that the Bodak is over there. Come around the corner.
Are you just gonna punch him with your big strength?
We can't hear you, by the way, if you're talking.
I just
She's
went
eating
behind him.
nuggets.
No, I'm eating Ben and Jerry's half baked. It's actually very nice.
Ooh, nice. You gonna shock and grass this fucker?
Yes, but I'm gonna remember my homebrew meta magic. Yes, so I will Tempest spell.
Okay.
I will spend a sorcery point, change the damage type to Thunder.
Good idea.
Ooh.
And I'm just gonna fucking suck him, and as I hit him, there is a blast of thunder emanating from him.
Yeah.
So shocking grass, 15 to hit
15 hits it.
for 12 thunder, and he now makes a con save or is stunned until the start of his next turn.
Ah, fuck you.
Wait, that's my stunning strike.
It's not. It's the
Fuck.
start of his next turn. He doesn't miss his turn.
Ah.
Okay. 5 necrotic damage to you. Reduced to
Remember, the last time I used this was against the Terrafolk, because even though they regain their, like, they're not stunned at their turn, they still fall 500 feet and die.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the end of mine. Max Anime will stay back.
Okay. In that case, it is Sven's turn.
Yay.
So you can hear combat going
yeah.
off in that direction.
What?
You can hear combat going off to the
Yeah.
northwest of you.
Yeah. Can I squeeze past my dad?
You sure can.
Yeah. I think.
Okay, go for it. It is stunned. You have advantage.
Yeah. Okay, let's go.
Okay, you're gonna kill another one.
advantage. Wow.
Yeah,
26 to hit.
It has 10 hit points. You kill it with a
It's
slashing.
gone.
Combat
It's
over.
dead.
Trivial, nonsense,
Whoa.
unimportant.
I didn't
Don't
get
say
to
that.
anything.
That took half of my hit points off, Spencer.
It instantly knocked me out, Spencer.
Yeah, it down, and I had to use my spell.
I think I'm
slot,
going to
so
change
fucking-
the wording of these in the future. I think when you see the Bodak on your turn, as opposed to at
Yeah.
the start of your turn, I think that's how we'll make gazes change in the future, if I forget.
Yeah,
Seems good.
Because it's just, start of your turn is so, it never goes
Limiting.
off.
I mean, at least in this scenario where it's like, okay, the point of these is that they hide around the corners and then
Yeah.
pop out.
So that was 4,600 divided by, there are 5 of you. Lucana didn't attack anybody, so it'll just be divided by 5.
Yeah. Zal also did not engage in the
Did the guy
combat.
pick up the crown or just plop it off the pedestal?
920. It kicked it off the pedestal. So that's you're not going to close the doors if you pick it up at this
Yeah,
point.
so it's on the floor, right?
920
That's
XP each,
Yeah.
and they're CR6.
Nearly
for
there.
reference.
3,000 more.
CR6 with
I'm
50
gonna-
hit points. It's so dumb.
Yeah. Like I said, mine got one shot, like double one shot by a paladin just smiting.
So, like-
Crit smite and did like 150 damage.
2, maybe 3 more fights like that, and I'm leveling up.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Gonna go center of the room because I'm currently the only one being able to see here. Gonna pick up the crown with the
Oh,
opal.
beautiful. Yes. It is beautiful. It is humming with energy. Are you leaving the darkness up so you can be alone with your thoughts?
Yeah. I'm gonna take actually. I will also put away my rapier,
Gotcha.
which is currently still glowing. Yes. No. And I will actually take a short moment because the darkness is something that Lucia used to be very, very scared of.
That's true.
Like she could not sleep in darkness. She was incredibly uneasy in the darkness, and now she's like actively using darkness. So she's just taking this short moment of self-reflection. Just takes a deep breath, calms herself a bit, realizing how far she has come in this short time. Then think about the fact that it's a concentration spell, and she drops her concentration so that the shadow sphere disappears.
Beautiful. Were you fishing for an inspiration, or are you just being a good role player?
No,
Okay.
no, I'm not fishing for inspiration.
Can I fish for inspiration?
I'll do something clever and funny.
This was more a thing that I.
Did I give you guys an inspiration?
either of those,
I think it was Mia and Abby who both guessed exactly what the clock was going to do. 'Cause
No, I
probably
didn't
should've-
guess it.
Okay, then
I didn't guess
it's
the
just
clock.
Abby then. Abby, you got
I think Abby got
inspiration
one for that.
getting it. Unless did I? If
I
did-
also guessed what the gender change fountain
You did.
did, and I was
You're
I
just
was
like
the
you're
only
in
one affected
tune
by it.
with Wizard's Dungeon Design. So Nare, you are.
To be fair, I'd already heard about the gender change fountain, so I saw a fountain, and my immediate thought was that.
Ah,
There you go.
so you cheated.
Yeah, don't do cheating.
But no, if I didn't give you one, you can have one for guessing what the clock is, because that's really neat.
I vaguely remember you saying that she getting first for that, but I don't know.
Okay, so Lucia, you come
I'm
out
gonna-
bearing the crown.
Yeah, I have the crown in my hand and go over to Nari and just like hold out my hand with the crown in it. Well, this one seems to be the real deal this time.
Sort of. She says, the style doesn't really fit Chult. It's so very... I don't know. It's like the mainland. But Opal's real.
I'll give the crown a good look. Do I get what she's trying to say?
Yeah, it looks like a European, like high medieval.
It's a European one instead
Yeah,
of
it looks
more...
nothing. It's not remotely close to the art style of Chult.
Yeah, you're right. This really does not fit Chult. Do you still have the one from Zalkori that you got, the original one?
I think I tossed it away.
Really?
Olaf produces it from his pocket.
All right. So
I know you can throw that shit away. It's important.
Olaf.
It's also still a crown. Can you hand that to me?
Sure.
I'm gonna take the real crown. I'm gonna try to carefully remove the opal from the fake crown.
Yeah. Bit of jostling, you yank it out.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's like one of those where it's like held in place by like
It's like
thin
little metal
gold.
claws pinching it.
Yeah, I will just gently like pry them apart and then we'll put it into the proper crown.
There's a humming sound. So the treasure, as in the dungeon, is only a magical treasure worth 5,000 gold pieces. But when reinserted into the circlet, does a thing, which I homebrewed.
Ooh, yeah, I remember the Black Opal Crown being this like, hey, this is this big powerful thing that makes you the ruler of the country.
The legendary treasures
It's worth
are a waste of
5,000
fucking
gold.
time.
It does
It's
not
just
do
gold
anything.
pieces. Yeah, the legendary treasures are just gold pieces. It's so dumb.
It is really dumb.
Yeah. Would you present the crown to Nare?
I will look at her and like, may I? In emotion as if I want
her
to.
head.
Yeah, I will carefully put the crown on the head of the...
All right.
I will say with that, they say that the princess has a lot to learn before she can become a queen. I think you've still got a lot to learn, but you already learned a lot on this journey, so...
She goes to
I
speak.
think with this,
Yeah, sorry.
it is right to say that you're no longer Princess Maxandere of Chult, but rather Queen. So, congratulations, my friend, my queen.
She smiles, and she goes to speak. Then she winces and clutches her head, and she shakes in place. And she has 3 attunement slots, right?
She does. She has 2 that are currently... all 3 are currently being used.
Gotcha. What is the most valuable one amongst them? Like, what's the highest rarity level attunement slot? Which attunement slot is filled with the highest rarity item?
Which items does she have at the moment?
The +1 model, the Pact Keeper, which would be uncommon. She has the Braces of Defense, which I think are rare. And then the Robe of Scintillating Colors, which I'm not sure about. I'm checking it right now.
It's the actual crown curse.
It's the Robe of Scintillating Colors, which is very rare.
Gotcha. In that case, so the Robe of Scintillating Colors is unattuned, as she attunes to this legendary cursed artifact instead.
Oh no. What have you done, Mia?
Nothing.
So I didn't type this out yet.
I thought we were trying to step away from her wanting to be queen for this entire adventure.
Well, I mean...
This may ask her.
Either way. So I haven't
indecisive, so just do
made
whatever
a
you
card
think
for
is
this
right.
just yet. But when this is on you, you can make an intelligence arcana check to control a sphere of annihilation while wearing the Black Opal Crown. When you do so, you double your proficiency bonus on the check. The way a sphere of annihilation works is that you have to make an intelligence arcana check to move it. If you fail, it moves towards you instead of where you wanted it to go. In addition, when you start your turn with control over a sphere of annihilation, you can use an action to levitate at 10 feet, plus a number of additional feet equal to 10 times your intelligence modifier. So, when you have when you know where a sphere of annihilation is, Nare can manipulate it in ways that are beyond what is typically available to wizards. Sphere of annihilations are very dangerous because they will backfire on you. We can work on that later. I need to make a card for it. The curse that she gets, though, is a dark gift from Von Richten's Guide to Ravenloft.
Oh.
You better not, take her to meet your parents. So I think they could just smell that she's got some sort of dark influence on her.
Exactly. So, no, I'm gonna have to think about this between sessions. 'Cause I didn't actually. I was thinking about this. I didn't finish it.
Convenient that you didn't finish that before the session when it comes up.
I only had 2 weeks to prepare for it, but there you go.
Hey, if you did prepare for it, we would have skipped this. This is how it goes.
That's fair.
It's because they dastardly cut your power. It's fine.
So
You mean a Sirak in a Dick Dastardly skin suit?
there you go.
I'm very funny.
She has extra chances to control the Sphere of Annihilation. And
Does it also let her cast Sphere of Annihilation?
no.
So she can potentially move a Sphere of Annihilation that she controls, but she cannot cast Sphere of Annihilation, so it doesn't really do that.
You don't have ownership of a Sphere of Annihilation. They just exist. If a smarter wizard comes along, they can turn your Sphere of Annihilation on you.
Ooh. Or if you have a cool crown.
Here we go.
I look, considering that she was like wincing and such, I'll look at her a bit concerned. Are you okay?
She winces and she's gritting her teeth and she says, I think so. I understand now what that thing is in there. She says, it's evil. So evil. She says, it's a hole in the reality. It destroys everything except for artifacts. If the Yuan-Ti get a hold of this crown and the Sphere of Annihilation, they'll be able to burn a hole straight through that door under the Mountains of Flame and open the portal to let Dandar back into the world. I don't know why this is the crown of royalty here, but it's my responsibility now. She sort of says
How good does it suit her? Does it look good on her?
Oh yeah, she's completed her full emo thing. The way the dark gift is, it's given her like varicose veins, so she's looking like a Tim
not
Burton
great.
character now.
So
Like black
to
veins.
get the Night Serpent out, you just need to find this legendary crown, including the opal, and a
the
Sphere of
box.
Annihilation. Easy. Legendary artifact and like a legendary magic item at the same time.
Why can't I? I should be able to. I think Roll20's glitching. I'm gonna refresh.
Sounds like a very
so I'm
heavy
trying to
burden to bear.
share the stats for a Sphere of Annihilation because she knows what it does now.
Oh, she basically gets the information about Sphere of Annihilation as well. Implants into her brain. If she ever wants to get rid of it, she can because she has Remove Curse.
Yes, she could.
Oh, there we go. It's there.
Is it? Can you see it? I can't actually fucking see
I
it.
can see it. It's popped up on my screen. Is it supposed to be in the magic items section?
Yeah,
It's-
you might have it because you have it in the compendium.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it into our journal, but it's not getting into the journal from the compendium. Why? Anyway, now you can read what it does.
Yeah, it annihilates stuff.
It annihilates stuff.
The naming is very on point.
And then the Black Opal Crown just lets her do that more.
Be better at controlling it.
And then I'll work out a dark gift later.
Yeah. I'll look at Nari. Well, for better or for worse, congratulations. It does suit you really well. The black opal in the shimmering crown does go really well with your nice hair. And now we are the same. Now we can both wear a crown.
Yeah.
Both of them are a bit horrid, considering the implications of both.
Well, queen or not, I can do stuff now.
Alright, let's get down to this water level then. I think we're done here.
She does look over at the grinning face, and she says, "That's a sarcophagus, a picture of a sarcophagus, right?" And then
I'll give it a look.
Yeah, we saw it earlier.
Yeah.
It might be another clue, maybe?
Is it one with an open mouth we can crawl through again?
So it's not, the inside of the mouth is just what looks like a mural of a different room. That room would be 48, which I can scroll down to. So painted inside of the mouth, you see that there's a tomb filled with warriors kneeling in neat ranks around a wood coffin. And the sarcophagus has the picture of a leopard with serpents spreading from its shoulders.
So that's Shigami's tomb, the Commandant.
And there are little lights, like fairy lights, stuck up inside the mouth to illuminate it. So you're looking at like a little museum image here.
Olaf, can you check this thing if there's like secret something, maybe portal thing? It seems like in this one there's a lot of...
I throw a pebble in the mouth.
Throw a pebble in the mouth. There's a plink, 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 plink. And it falls into the bottom of the mouth.
Okay, so not a transporter thing. I'd like to roll Arcana to see if there's anything magical about this, if I can see any traces of magic.
Absolutely, go.
I know that's more or less detect magic. I'm looking for like architecture that relates to magic, really. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah. 19.
19. I'm trying to find the answer to how to get in here. 'Cause there's a secret here, and I can't see where the fuck it is.
Generals
There it is.
gathered in their masses.
This secret door depends on Withers being alive, and he's not alive.
Oh.
Which means, because he's supposed to be, he senses when you approach this secret door, and then he opens it to try to tempt you in. But he's dead. So I think with your Arcana check, just what you would see, Olaf, is that there is a magic, although it's not detect magic, somehow you see that there's a secret door directly in front of Lucia.
But it seems to be a trap if it... Oh, right, okay.
Not necessarily a trap. That's meta knowledge that this area, the instructions for this area depends on Withers still existing, which is dumb.
Alright.
That is really dumb.
Like, otherwise you would never know to look at this
secret
section
door
of
like
wall.
we've always been doing?
Because you're supposed to be walking by this nondescript section of wall, Withers opens it, and then you go in. But how are you saying?
Yeah, I'll feel around this section. See if
I think with your Arcana check, what you realize is that this one doesn't have, like regular triggers like the other ones. What you have to do is mimic the poses of the soldiers kneeling in the mural.
Okay, I'll kneel as instructed.
Absolutely. You kneel and incline your head just like the soldiers in the mural. The door slides open, and you see beyond there is a small 10-foot room, which I can reveal to you. Boop. And I'll describe the room to you. You are, as the wall slides into the ground, you're immediately hit with waves of intense heat. The walls are scribed with relief carvings showing volcanoes setting cities ablaze. There are rows of tiny holes bored into the floor and a 10-foot high ceiling. There's a human skeleton embedded in the opposite wall holding an iron sconce with a burning red candle in it.
Right. Okay.
So, context clues. There's going to be a series of trials here to get to Shigampi's tomb.
Huh.
Okay.
If you want to get to Shigambi's tomb, you don't have to.
Death
I
to
kind
fire.
of want to. Yep. 1 second.
We are so close to having all of them, so we might as well, right?
Yeah.
Fuck it. I want Shigambi. I want to see what this
And they're
last
pretty
one is.
powerful items down here
Death
as
to
well.
fire.
so-
Okay, so I will get a bucket and cover the flame to kill it.
Okay, so you want to douse the candle held by the skeletal figure? Absolutely. You come into the room.
You come.
You come.
Actually,
Sorry.
wait, before I go into the room, I'd like to make a perception check
Okay, yeah.
to see for traps.
Perceive in the room for traps. Go for it. Give me a perception check.
Can I have advantage because there's all these people here?
Yeah. Go for advantage.
Perception. Can I perceive? Snake eyes.
Snake eyes. 7/7. I mean, there's holes in the ground, so they probably lead to somewhere, some sort of drainage system. But you don't see a mechanism for what would even be dumped in here to drain.
Okay, I'm gonna make sure that. 1 second. So I feel like kill the fire. The room starts to fill. I have to eat something.
And then hold
Dine
your
or
breath.
drown. Precious air and falling sand. Can I? Okay. I'd like to make a preliminary intelligence check to try and figure out this riddle. Like, I basically have to, like, do some weird Konami code shit in this room, don't I?
Go for it. You've got the right clue for the right area.
Yeah, so there's an intelligence check, or Arcana, or what do you want me to do?
Investigation check, I would think. 'Cause you're trying to put it together.
Investigation, sounds good to me.
Philosophize
For
your way out of it.
17.
17. So you've got 4 couplets, right? Death to fire, dine or drown, precious air, falling sand. Probably relates to these things. This one seems to be very flame implied. So death to fire.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, I'm assuming, is it going to be a bunch of sequential chambers, or is it going to be the same
So
chamber?
maybe
is my
somebody
idea.
has to die to fire. Maybe you have to put death to the fire. You're not entirely sure
Okay,
with a 17, but you're on the right track.
I'll go into the room.
Yep. Anybody following, or is he just you?
Does anyone want to follow me?
I don't feel like we want to, but you going along
be
is
here
also better.
alone.
I will pass. No, I don't have any potions left. Never mind. Sorry.
It's fine. I guess I will. After Lucia joins me in the room, I will cover the bucket.
Oh yeah, am I gonna join you in the room? What?
Will you cover the bucket?
Please, please, I don't want to die alone.
I'll
Sure,
join.
I will go here and die with you together, big boy.
Thank you. We're best friends
Gotcha.
now.
Now you're both in
Confirmed.
there.
I mean, why don't
If I
instead of
die, I will
Lucia,
haunt you.
if I go in instead, I can dimension doors out if necessary.
Remind
Lucana is going to groan. She's going to say,
here.
I have resistance to fire because of my armor. Just let me do it.
All right.
Just shove her way through. She's going to grab the bucket from you, Olaf.
That's not what I'm worried about. I'm worried about the room just fucking imploding.
That's
I'm
why-
worried about it teleporting us into a weird gauntlet. We have to continue it through it and then come to a point where we can't do shit.
She says, that's why I'm saying I should go first.
Let's do it if she wants.
For my
Fine.
queen. Nari nods.
I'll instruct her all on the things, and I'll go with her if need be.
Gotcha. So the two of you are going to be in the room?
Yeah, let me just
Enjoy.
check. I might still have armor fire resistance. I'm just gonna check.
Gotcha.
It would be really funny, but I don't think we're gonna take it.
I should have you make a perception check. Real quick, Olaf.
An additional perception check.
Lucia stepped in there as well, so you can make one as well, Lucia.
Medicine? What?
Perception check. Since
Okay, I
you're
don't know
20,
why.
30.
Yeah.
Medicine. 28.
28. You can feel your magical equipment seems to stop functioning as soon as you stepped into the chamber.
Anti-magic field. Okay. So this is
Magic stuff doesn't work in there,
So you can't
Careful.
use.
which is a very bad sign.
Yeah, Lucana hears that and she says, "Oh, so my armor wouldn't actually help."
Also, I don't think her armor actually protects her from heat. It just doesn't give disadvantage on like temperature-related checks.
Understand magic.
Makes sense.
So she steps back.
Right.
All right, I'll go back to defending my queen. I was also just trying to
I'm a smart boy, aren't I? Let's go. I'll do it. Let's just, does anyone want to join me?
hold hands.
Well,
I'll go in.
okay.
Try not to die.
She's so quick to be like, alright, yeah, no, you're doing it?
It makes
Okay,
sense
cool,
that
bye.
the two lovebirds would go in there because if it would at least be less awkward if... No, I'm not going to say anything.
I do stank face at you. Anyways,
Hey, if there's two people having to die clutched together in each other's arms, it makes more sense that it be the lovers that then can do lovey-dovey
So
shit.
you hold hands.
okay,
What do you do?
anyways, hold hands, cover the torch with the bucket to extinguish it.
Gotcha. You toss the bucket of water over the torch. There's a popping sound, and they disappear. We'll come back to you guys in a second. I'm gonna.
Pog.
Yippee.
Yippee.
So the other two of you, you see the candle is doused. A couple seconds pass, and the candle reignites.
Huh. So, are we gonna wait until they're back? Or are we gonna go after them? Any ideas? Any plans? Any thoughts? Anything?
Nothing. You're muted,
I guess that's
Riley.
okay.
If you're in, talking. If you're not, that's okay too.
I don't know what to do.
Fair enough. So you want to let them manage the trials by themselves?
Damn, you guys abandoning us.
I'm gonna actually ask Olaka. So, there's one of you missing.
Yeah.
Which is likely gonna be behind whatever this is.
Yeah, Shigambe.
What are your thoughts on Shigambe?
I will double check that real quick. I need to get to the Trickster Gods. Shigambe. I also need to get the roleplay stuff for the Trickster Gods. There we go. Obalaka says, you know, I never had a lot of interactions with him. I don't like Ijin. But I don't have anything against Shigambe. Shigambe is
Neutral good. Lawful neutral pun.
lawful neutral, and I'm, of course, am lawful neutral, so we have that in common. We're
Wait,
both
wait, pardon. Yeah.
big-
Lawful
we're both
neutral
big
for
followers of
Olaka
the
and
rules.
neutral good for Shigambe.
Shigambe's wise and virtuous. He's really scary in a fight with all those extra heads and arms, and the poison of the bites. But yeah, never really acted really too much. Wise, noble.
He kind of bet having both of them go alone.
She
Would you
says,
be okay if we go as well?
I mean, I'd rather not risk it,
Yeah, me neither, but
but we're never going to.
I also feel very I also don't really want to risk those two being alone.
Yeah. We also
don't
we
even
need
trust us.
to destroy Sarak one way or another.
And apparently, Uktao asked them to bring all of you back, if possible. And I mean, it sounds like he's one of the good guys, which is...
Why is Biff coming out? Fuck off, Biff.
Well, they're around here too.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna make sure they don't
Okay.
mess up stuff.
So Lucia, are you going up to the candle
Yeah.
to douse it?
Oh, is Sven joining me?
Muted, Riley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing I'm gonna do before we go through is resummon. I'm basically gonna resummon. No, never mind. I'm gonna get Gondor and Yorm in here too.
Oh, okay. Well, as soon as Lucia and Gondor get within 1 foot of the candle while it is burning, the trap is triggered in the room.
Oh no.
So, I'm going to read this verbatim. Molten lava begins pouring from the tiny holes in the ceiling as soon as any character comes within 1 foot of the candle or removes it from the sconce. The lava rains down and magically drains away through holes in the floor. Each creature in the cell where the lava begins to fall must make a DC 20 dexterity saving throw, taking 4d10 or 22 fire damage on a failed save, or half as much as on a successful one. Any creature that enters the cell for the first time on a turn, starts its turn there, must repeat the saving throw because of the cell's anti-magic field. Magic items and spells that provide resistance offer no protection here. So.
I mean, I was not going to get close to the thing. I was going to do the thing that Olaf did with the bucket.
Well, you had to get in there within 1 foot of the candle to pick up the bucket, because the bucket fell straight down.
Ah, fair.
Also, you moved into a square that is overlapping with the candle, so.
Of course, my dexterity save success now. Give me the damage. I fall unconscious.
Ooh.
Oh my god!
That's bad.
That was 3 10s on that damage roll.
What the fuck?
33 fire. Oh
That's
my
actually
god.
kind of rude and fucked
I'm
up.
so
Spencer.
sorry.
Fucked up and weird.
Yeah,
I'm
fucked
burning
up
to
and
death.
weird. You know what, Abby? You can reclaim it now. Fucked up and weird.
I'm reclaiming it.
So, lava is pounding down on you. The feeling of rocks, hot, molten rocks slamming down on your heads. Gondor poofs out of existence. Yorm takes the 33 damage. Sorry. Yorm has enough hit points to tank that, but she's in trouble. Lucia is unconscious. Sven, what do you want to do? Riley, you're muted.
Yeah, no, sorry, just thinking.
Fair.
Bonus action, turn Yorm back into a staff.
Good idea.
And scoop it into my inventory.
Good.
And then I'm going to... What?
She's a staff now.
Grab Lucia and pull her out.
Very good. You yank her out of the lava. And then... How
Ow.
long does the lava fall? It does not say. So I think once a turn passes with no creatures in the cell, the lava fall stops.
I
And I think the bucket is fully melted to shit now.
do like a... I don't know, medicine check to stabilize Lucia.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm going to make you Lucia not
Nari
die.
is going to help as well, so you have advantage on a medicine check.
Okay, because I don't have any
Help action.
spells.
Fenrir can also give you the help action.
17.
Yeah, you've really been rolling those death saves, haven't you, Lucia?
I don't think I've succeeded on a single death save for this character
I think that's
in a
a
very long
successful
time.
medicine check to
Lucia
stabilize her,
is
right?
stabilized at 0, and we can jump into the other team. So while that was going on, also these rooms are completely soundproofed from one another. Olaf and Elspeth, you're going to have a chance to fix this cell. You appear in a cell that smells moldy. Its damp walls are covered in living snails and oysters, and features sculpted reliefs of tidal waves destroying coastal cities and ships. A merfolk skeleton is embedded in one wall, clutching an iron sconce fitted with a burning red candle. Suddenly, lukewarm water begins to pour into the cell through rows of tiny holes. In the
I eat
10-foot
a
ceiling.
snail. I eat a snail.
All right,
I'm
And I
gonna
give one
snail.
to I give one to Elspeth too.
I'm going to crack open an oyster and eat the oyster.
Very good.
Yeah.
Uh,
I knew it was gonna happen, Spencer.
Yeah, there you go.
Just let it get it over with.
okay, you only need to eat one. So with that, you guys poof away. You know what? Sharing oysters together in a private little escape. This is basically.
Oh my god, this is
honeymoon.
such a nice honeymoon
This
suite
is
in
such
the
a little
Aasirak
fairy. Oh my
Inn.
god.
Is this the Aasirak Inn? I fucking hate it.
So back on the outside, Sven, would you try to follow them at this point, or would you?
Just stay where you
Let
are.
them figure it out.
Just stay where you are.
Mute it again. I'm so sorry, Riley. I keep coming back to you suddenly to ask you questions.
No.
Fair enough. Okay, so the two of you arrive in the next area, which is the air cell. You immediately begin to choke as you are teleported into a room with no light, no sound, no air.
Okay, is that it?
Yep, you're suffocating.
I'll
You can't
cast
see you
Fight.
getting here. Unfortunately, this
think-
is also an
we-
anti-magic field, so you can't cast spells that produce light.
But we were aware that this had air. And I did say hold our breath going into the next one before, so it'd be possible.
Oh, if you
for us
said
to
that,
be
you could have held
holding
your
our
breath. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a number of minutes or a number of rounds equal to your con's.
Minutes equal to con.
There you go. Minutes equal to con. So you got some time, but you are suffocating.
That's
You can't
a lot of
see.
time.
You go to cast light. You realize there's an anti-magic field in here too. That also means that if you had a necklace of adaptation
Oh,
or
there's
something,
no air.
you can't breathe.
There's no air, so we can't even make a fire.
Yep.
So
this one's-
feeling around on the walls.
Yeah, I'll do the same.
Yeah. Perception checks then. One of you can do it with advantage, or you can both make one.
You do it with advantage.
Okay, just my perception check is a +3.
Yikes!
Second, 10.
You're feeling
It's
around.
fine. We have at least 2 minutes.
You
It's
keep
fine.
circling back around to yourself, so Olaf's not being much help. So you make one with advantage, Elspeth.
Okay. Perception 17.
17, okay. You're feeling around. You feel the hanging on one wall, same as the other place. There is a skeleton of an Aarakocra. You could feel the light, airy bones, hollow bones stuck against the wall. You feel the beak of the face, and you could feel that it is holding in its hands a little tray with a candle on it that is not lit.
I appreciate you making a lot of effort to try to point him to the right thing, because this is the one room I know of the whole dungeon. I know it because
Where
a
it's
friend
just
brought it up about
impossible.
it being bullshit.
So the bones are hollow, are they airtight?
You don't know?
Precious
I'm gonna-
air. We have to
you've
use
never-
our breathing air to light the candle.
You've never fuddled around with an Aarakocra skeleton. Would you like to?
I'm gonna try and crack open, use my 21 strength, 23 strength.
Absolutely,
try and
you
crack
grab a
open one
rib.
of the bones.
It feels lighter than air, indeed, and as you crack it between your hands, you feel the cold breeze as a single breath of air is released from inside this rib.
Okay, I'm just gonna. I'm gonna
We'll
cast.
come in and just
No, I can't cast anything.
use. Can Olaf use his innate ability? No, because magic doesn't work in here. He has a tinderbox. He'll use a tinderbox to light the candle.
I will say, as soon as you crack open the ribcage, Elspeth, you are teleported somewhere else. But you can
nice.
inform Olaf how this works as you're being teleported away.
I'll pass. I'll just throw him a femur.
All right, you toss him a finger.
Cracks it like a fortune
Snort
cookie.
it. Yeah, absolutely. So Olaf, this one cracks open. There isn't actually air in this one, but there is a scroll of paper.
Oh,
What?
I take it.
Absolutely.
I get another bone. I crack it to teleport.
This one has air. Yeah, you're teleported away into a separate room. This one is 47D.
Okay.
So you
What?
can see this cell, so I can reveal it to you now.
Why did Abby gasp so hard? Did someone drive through your front
because
window?
we're able to breathe now.
Yes. Oh.
Oh, okay. Okay, good roleplay. Thank you, Abby.
You're very
I'm
funny,
ooped,
Abby.
Abby.
Did you know
Did I oop it? Am I oop it?
Yeah.
Did I mention that I'm oop it?
So you can see
now that
and
we
you
have-
can hear. The walls of the stone cell, or you can see and you can breathe, that's what I was trying to say. The walls of
Yeah.
the stone cell are covered with reliefs showing desert sands swallowing the ruins of a civilization. A bas relief of a robed Medusa dominates one wall, wears a stone necklace with an obsidian pendant, clutching an iron sconce with a burning red candle on it. Sand begins to fall from tiny holes bored into the 10-foot high ceiling. You can hear a rumbling noise underneath the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Army sleeps in silent? No, wait, that's the wrong one. 1 second.
Falling
And
sand.
falling,
Sand.
We probably just have to wait until the room fills with sand, maybe.
And be crushed under sand.
I don't like
See.
those odds.
Okay. 1 second. Precious air and falling sand.
Obsidian, a bas. Okay, so there's not an actual sort of. Okay. A relief is like it's set into the wall, but it's 3D. Is that what that means?
Yes. It's
Yeah.
3D.
So there is an actual. Is the necklace and the is the necklace detached or is it built into the thing?
It is a bas relief, so it is like a very it's a sculpture, but it's not very deep, and it has a tiny candle that is burning for real.
Okay, so the candle is real. The necklace is part of the sculpture.
I believe so. Let me double check and read on. You're checking out the bas relief, so you can give me a perception check as you're looking around.
Cool. I will use a source point to gain advantage on this.
Go for it.
Oh wait, should she already have advantage because I'm in there?
No, you're distracted.
Oh, fair.
She's just
Damn, badass!
She's unbuttoning the top buttons of her blouse so that when they teleport back, people think something happened.
Olaf ruffles his hair.
With a 20, the reason why I had you do that on your own is because you're on the right track with the pendant. The pendant seems to be a button of some kind.
Okay, I'll reach out and press it.
Yeah, there is a kerchunk, and then the wall behind the sconce slides down into the floor. And I'll reveal what you see beyond. You see... also, the sand stops falling as soon as the door opens. You were not swallowed by this pit trap with stone rollers.
Okay, I'm gonna put my finger to my lips, to sort of indicate quiet.
Yeah.
Because the army sleeps in silence, and this room is full of a terracotta army, isn't it?
Yes. So what you see, there is tons of broken pottery shards throughout this room, and there are a number of stone. All of these stars are stone warriors, all kneeling and facing the sarcophagus in the middle. Perception check, real quick, from the both of you.
Yeah.
There's Rosnisi teleportation circles in the fucking corners.
There are teleportation circles in the corners. You're correct. 20 and a 10. Very nice.
20.
So both of you see there's another figure in here, lounging with its back against the sarcophagus is a skeleton with a massive stone key embedded in its skull. When the door chunks open, you see it tries to make itself scarce, taking cover behind the sarcophagus, but you do manage to see it before it manages to hide itself. So you know it's there, but it does not seem to be bothering you too much at the moment.
Okay, so either we explode the room several times and then just collect our reward. But I don't know if these statues are going to be invulnerable, is the problem.
If you kill off those, you will get a bunch of XP.
And it would just be us! And then we'd be the dominant species!
They might be massively powerful though, so I'd rather not.
Yeah. If I can get over there, I can lock it with whatchamacallit, with sentinel attacks to reduce its movement speed.
So why don't you try sneaking up? I have subtle spells, so I can cast spells without... Wait, do we feel the anti-magic is still here, Spencer?
No, it's just in the room.
Okay.
Yeah. You can also tell now that the sand has stopped flowing, that there is a seam running down the middle of the room that would have opened up a pit trap below you. So you're inside of an anti-magic field still, but the trap isn't progressing.
Okay, I'm gonna step forward and exit the anti-magic field, being stealthily.
Gotcha.
Yep. And same, I'm going to turn invisible. I know that's not going to help much, but it will let me sneak up on this key thing.
Okay. As soon as the two of you enter the room, I need both of you to give me dexterity saving throws.
Yep. 15
from Elspeth, and a 10 from Olaf. So Elspeth, you step lightly, but Olaf, you, heedless of the shattered pottery everywhere, step on some pieces that crack and snap underfoot fairly loudly, which, unfortunately for you, triggers something.
Amazing.
You both die.
You watch.
Immediately. You just die of dying.
Exactly. You die of dying. The 48 terracotta warriors in this tomb. They were standing perfectly still, watching the sarcophagus. But as soon as Olaf started broking pottery, all of the terracotta warriors turn their heads to face you. As one, they draw their swords a few inches from their scabbards.
They don't move anymore, though?
We have chances. We have chances.
Yeah. So just don't step on the pottery.
How much HP do these key things have by the last time that we
They're
pretty
fragile.
weak. Yeah.
So if you just subtle spell it and kill it, then
Yeah.
let me just check if Firebolt has any material components, because then we can sync up our attacks. Not material, verbal components. It does have verbal components. Okay, I can't do that.
Yeah, because my Artbolt is just a reskin and that has verbal. Yeah, I will subtle spell Artbolt, completely silent.
Okay. You ignore the cover?
Yep,
Go for it. 24 will
24
certainly hit it.
for 15.
All right. It bursts to pieces. The skull slams to the floor. I think by using subtle spell, we'll say that doesn't trigger it.
And how high is
Elspeth
the ceiling
and
in
Olaf, the two of you gain 5 XP each.
Yes!
Oh, I'm
This
sorry.
is the edge we need.
50 XP.
This is the edge we need.
So you gain 25 XP each.
25 XP each. Okay, that's even more. That's amazing.
Damn, busted.
Yeah,
That is
we're gonna level up
unfair.
so
I can't
much
believe
sooner
you're
than you
having all
guys.
these-
So one now. Keep in mind we are a little over
Okay.
so
Question, Spencer, does it look like I'd be able to walk through these terracotta warriors without impedance if I walk between them?
they're
Because a
very
5-foot screen is
tight
pretty
and their
big.
swords are half drawn. So you
How-
could, but
how-
you're probably going to need to make some pretty high stealth.
It would still be
checks.
dex saves.
Or
I'm
sleight
trying to
damage.
avoid dex saves.
Dex saves
How
to
high
go
is
through
the
the pottery.
ceiling in
I'm
this
going to say
room?
it's going to be probably a stealth check or sleight of hand check to move through the warriors themselves without disturbing them.
Funny thing, if they actually had the old Shadow Monk, I could cast silence in this room.
Good. Also,
But
if
I
you
don't
were
have
knocked
that
down
anymore.
By lava, you could have.
Spencer,
No, I don't
how
have
high
that
is the
anymore.
ceiling?
New Monk doesn't have that because
in
it's
here-
kind of stupid.
In here, the ceiling is 15 feet.
15 feet. So we can comfortably. I can comfortably fly above
comfortably
the
fly above
terracotta. Okay. In that case, I will cast. I'll cast Freedom of the Winds, gain a fire speed of 60
Does that
feet.
have a verbal component?
I'll subtle spell it.
Carry me, my bride.
I'll pick up Olaf, and then I will fly him over, put him down on the sarcophagus,
Gotcha.
and pick up the skull.
All right. Now you reach down and grab the skull. So you can now add the skeleton key to your inventory. You have 4.
Yay.
Do you want to do that, Mia? Because presuming.
I don't
Think
think
of-
I did that for the other ones, but I can just go on Skeleton Key for.
So, Olaf, you are
thought
standing
you were
on the
keeping track.
sarcophagus of Shigambi. It is a beautiful mahogany wood. Calling back to Ari. It's a beautiful mahogany wood that has been well oiled and it seems well taken care of. It is absolutely gorgeous. And carved into the surface, there's a picture of a noble leopard with serpents, snarling serpents out of its shoulders.
Okay. As it's just wood, I would like to try to pick up the wood, maneuver myself, and pass the wood.
It's still like a full ass sarcophagus. Like this is not a one person job to
Yeah.
move this thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and like get it to move it with Elspeth, and maybe Elspeth can fly it over here with the insane strength.
Yeah.
What's is there a carry weight you can do with the fly speed? That you
My strength is 23, so my carry capacity would be. I can't do that maths in my head.
What's the math, Sabby?
23 times 15, it would be 345 pounds.
I let you roll it for Olaf, but usually the way the fly type spells work is you can't like carry other people. You carry one person maybe.
I'm not asking for me and the lid of the sarcophagus. I mean, just the sarcophagus so we can get inside of it.
I can just, I guess, could I reasonably lift the sarcophagus on my own?
If you were on the ground, yes. I don't think while flying you can do that.
I just want the lid removed. Would the lid be fine?
Unless, what do you guys think for fly spells? Is this like Superman rules where you stay as? I don't know.
I would imagine that what you can carry on the ground, you can carry whilst you're flying. When it's specifically
That's
a
fair,
magical
especially if
fly.
you're the one who casts the spell on yourself.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay. In that case, Elspeth could probably with sarcophagus, not both of you.
Yeah. Okay. I'll just.
She can make 2 trips. She can make 2
So
trips.
deck save
Yeah,
as you
I'll put you
dismount the
down.
coffin.
Yeah.
Uh,
Why don't I just put him down where there's no part to it?
Or you can.
you
do
know
that,
what? Yeah, lift me over here.
Exactly.
Then take the
Air-
take the
air lifts.
sarcophagus.
Absolutely. You can see there are
Then-
teleportation circles on the ground, of course.
Yeah.
And then put the sarcophagus here because I want to open it. Then because we don't want to take that with us just in case.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't really want to have a different. I wowould rather you get Shigambi because I'm fine with the zone.
Yeah, and I'm curious what to get because invisibility, while cool, I don't think it's to be very useful for the
No.
rest of the.
I still
of the-
think it's gonna be like some extra attack thing because hey, it's
Which would be
the
cool!
snake thing
Which
that
would be
then
cool!
attacks you on top.
Yeah. So I'll bring the sarcophagus over here, and I'll take Olaf back over to the sarcophagus.
Okay, absolutely. So you can bring the sarcophagus back over here. Place it on the ground. You do so.
Yep.
I will open it and rend the items, I guess.
So it doesn't seem to be locked. You grab the edge of the sarcophagus and pull it open.
One second, before opening it, I'd like to just make a perception or investigation check to see if it has like some kind of sound trap.
Either one you want to use.
Let me just open. I have to because I keep closing it, so I have like visibility. Investigation would be better. I just can't find my stats for some reason. Investigation.
Ah!
Damn.
So the lid isn't trapped, but there is indeed, as you begin to pull it up, there seems to be a spring on the inside that attaches to something.
Okay, would I be able to disarm that then?
That'll be a sleight of hand to disarm it.
Would it be like tools though?
Well, the investigation was to find it. Yeah. We'll call it a tools check then, like a thieves' tools, which you should be proficient in. Double proficient in.
Which I will be proficient in.
Yeah.
I believe it should be a plus 12, not a plus 8 at this point. It's double my proficiency plus my intelligence, I believe.
Yeah. That would be your
So-
ex.
Because tool expertise, basically.
Thieves' tools would
18.
normally be dexterity though.
I'm proficient in every tool, even with a minus.
Yeah, but
what?
you wouldn't use intelligence.
Minus
to
4,
dexterity,
14. Then it's yeah.
which would still likely not be that.
It would be a 16 then.
All right. You manage to disable it, and when you open it up, you do see there is a mechanical music box on the inside, which you have disarmed.
I fucking knew it. I
Well,
fucking knew that it'd be
well,
some
there's-
bullshit like oh, you do all this stuff, you get to the thing, and it still fucks you over.
Yep.
Of course, it's a tomb.
That's what's been going on.
Alright.
Huh?
Then I will pick up the items within. I
Yeah,
guess
what you
after
see
seeing
within.
yeah.
Inside there is 200 gold pieces in a little baggie. There's also that scroll we found earlier. 200 gold pieces in a little baggie. There are 5 moonstones worth 15 gold pieces each. There's a fine music box activated by the trap. And an instrument of the bards,
Wow.
which you would
Bards
assume.
stone.
The
Yay!
instrument of the bards, by
box.
the way, is tucked in amongst the... Oh, I didn't read the description of the coffin. The
then
bones of
200
a
gold
Commodon, large leopard bones with the skulls and spines of snakes, are bound in a cloth along with the valuables listed below. There we go. So
Okay,
there's the bones of the Commodon as well as these things which I'm pasting now. Yeah, you would guess based on all that the instrument of the bards is probably the thing you're looking for.
Okay, those moonstones are thematic, and I'll use them for my thing. Canolith, mandolin, Knaeth?
If it's a attack thing, I'm all kind of tempted to have it because
no
with
one-
haste I could make 6 attacks in a round.
If you wanted to scoop it into a bag, you don't necessarily have to trigger the spirit transfer.
I mean, you may
I
as
will scoop it
well.
into a. I'm gonna scoop it into a bag. Even though I want to trigger it, it may have a verbal thing that'll make exiting here more annoying. So I do want to figure out which of these teleportation circles will take us out, though.
Absolutely. You can go over and look at the teleportation circles. The one right in front of you is the easiest to probably look at.
Yeah. Can I make an Arcana check?
Yeah, absolutely.
18?
18. So these... 47C... This doesn't make any sense to me. This is a poorly laid out dungeon.
A lot of people don't like it and have a lot of ideas how to make it better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, at some point I do want to do that thing that XP to level 3 did, where they do the original tomb, and they just have, like, overpowered level 20 characters and see how far they can get with all the bullshit.
Or the Tomb of Death.
Yeah.
Tomb of Horrors.
Whatever it is, I think that would be interesting.
The
But
first
I
half of it is
really-
not that bad, and then on the second half it's like, yeah, you open this door, make me a save, yeah, you're dead. Because you got run over by a big rock.
Which creature you ate should have teleported you to a different spot, which would have made these work differently. That's why. It's referencing you being teleported from a different room that doesn't mention any teleportation at all, because teleporting to that room was determined by a different teleportation in a different room that I skimmed over because you figured that trap out right away. Or that, anyway, fucking. With an 18. So you were looking at the one on the east. You see there is depicted what appears to be a flying snake on this little teleportation circle.
Flying snake?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'd like... I do this like the arm signals for uppies,
We'll just carry the Arcana.
and
over.
then I point to the north.
Yeah.
So I'll just
The
go over
north
here.
one you can see is a baboon. The east is a bat. Fuck, I fucked that up.
Isn't this one? I thought it was a flying snake.
Sorry, I fucked up here. Why is it worded this way? Why is this so fucking bad? Okay.
It's to fuck me over in particular.
Oh, they're not... Okay. You know what? Let's do this next time. I need to take a fucking... I need to read through this. To figure it out. Because it's stupid. Thank you for playing.
Wait, so we're just trapped here until next session? Wait,
Yeah,
what?
we'll jump back into this next time. I need to fucking take a minute and read this to figure out what the fuck is going on, because this is confusing as hell. Thank you for playing. I'm sorry, I almost killed you with lava, Lucia.
I almost died to two bullshit things in one session. That's a good record, I think.
Anybody have any inspiration recommendations that I missed?
I don't know. There's like a few funny things that happened this session, a few good things, but I don't think like inspiration worthy. Although Olaf is gonna. Oh no, I can't even make a quip at the end of the session because the fucking room.
Eh.
Oh.
All right. Well, in that case, thank you so much for playing. Thank you for being my friends. Thank you for dealing with my bullshit and my inability to read. And I'll see you next time.
Yay.
Bye.